Yes, there we go. We've got it working. Shard Hunter, session 66. We're back at it. Here we go.
65.
What? Is it?
65.
All right.
Do
Congratulations,
you want
everyone.
to
You get to watch me change session numbers. I can't believe I jumped numbers. Anyhow, session 65. Let's go.
What an intro.
Woo! Yes. All right. Well, we are down one that should be joining us later, but as a party, as a group, as us Shard Hunters, we're getting ready to storm into the northern desert of Orm. It's a cursed land. We don't know what's going on. We don't know why it's been cursed, but we're gonna get in there because we're racing against some cultists to get there. But more from last session from Talapuk.
We went down to this area and found a hidden gate. We ran into some northern elves that were kind of uppity, I guess. Anyway, we couldn't see it when we got the gate open. I'm not going to go through getting the gate open, but when we got the gate open, we could not see anything inside. And as we entered, we could not see anywhere inside as we entered. And honestly, that's pretty much how the whole thing went until we found out that once Hatala finally entered, she could see because she had a little stick that she got. No need to go into too much detail there. We ended up essentially christening everyone to become royalty or accepted or whatever it was to be able to see. And now we can all see inside the thing. And yes, that is pretty much all that happened last week. We opened a gate and now we can see.
All right. You have taken a few minutes to go through the area and completely finish looking now that you can see mainly how much of this place was destroyed by a pole being poked around in it.
Core.
Yeah, someone just destroyed this place. Jeez.
Yeah, I kept hearing all these noises.
People ransacked it. There must have been some thieves coming through here or something. That goblin we
But-
found before.
At the end of the hallway, you can see where the back portion of the building has split and the entire back wall fell away with the earth after a quake. So that the back of the building is opened. And in that opening, you can see the Kingdom of Orm on the other side. And it's kind of strange looking from where you're looking now. There's buildings everywhere. You didn't notice it, but this building you're in here is just the first building of about 15 buildings of a fairly decent-sized community. And all of it being hidden by magic.
We're gonna have to hit all these buildings. Gotta get fire crystals. And does anyone have some ice? I bumped my shin on a lot of things.
Ice. I mean, you can just walk outside.
Oh yeah, is the ice
Yes.
wind? I was about to say ice window.
The wind is not blowing anymore.
Just
Okay.
stick your foot out the window.
Everything is frozen out in front of you.
Alright. So our goal is the
It
center.
looks like a frozen hellscape with snowdrifts and icicles and just basically large chunks of ice. Although the buildings you notice are about half uncovered from the ice already.
Okay, so they're heating up.
Yeah.
You hear a noise coming from the nearest building outside. Sounds like a
Does it look like the dead people we ran into previously?
make a spot check. Or
Roll those spots, baby.
Give me this.
perception, that's what I was trying to say.
You get this turned back on. Do this. Perception. Let's go. Ooh, thought that's someone to throw a nat
now,
one
there's only
started
3
off.
people in Forge.
Where's
Okay.
Eve and Winky?
Eve's there, Winky's not.
Mm,
So, anyways,
okay.
Winky's
you
probably
can
partying on
see
townsfolk.
on the side of the nearest building, a lone figure is scaling the side of the building and using picks to break the ice off the building.
Um, it's just one guy or girl.
Mhm.
Or girl.
It's somewhat misshapen, and it is climbing vertically the side of the building.
Does it remind us of
The uncle.
the uncle?
Um, it's definitely humanoid, and your guess is it may have at one point been human.
All right. It has not seen us though, correct?
It does not appear to. It is just simply scaling the building and removing ice as it goes.
Okay.
That must be its task.
hmm how do you guys want to proceed? I think the center is where we're going for, right? I'm guessing probably the castle of some sort or a tower in the center of this desert.
Well, this building was a welcome center, so your guess is that there wasn't much stored here on purpose because this was for strangers, so you wouldn't want any information being actual here. So your best guess might be to try looking at one of the buildings further in, maybe something that's related to Garrison,
Okay.
because right now y'all really need a map before you just start wandering the desert.
Hmm.
Hey, icebreaker, you got a map?
Well, that happened.
Did you shout that out?
Why not?
It doesn't even respond.
Now we know something.
All right. It's full daylight now or morning? What was the?
It is about 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need to find something like an outpost or something like that, I would think.
All right. Can we, as a collective, try to spy out a um, potential house or building that looks like it could fit this? Um,
10-foot pole?
no, I was saying that it might have like a map or it might have more clues to it. Might
We're
look
going to
more
look at
like
the
a.
outside of a building and go, that one has a map.
Yes,
That one
it might
totally
look
has a map.
like a, it might be like a courthouse, versus a house.
Yeah, you
There's
can
different
exclude the ones that
architecture.
look like dwellings.
But that could be the map maker's house.
Well, I would assume that the Welcome Center would at least have a map, but I
All right.
guess if they're not letting
No,
people
this
All right.
in,
Well,
this is not.
Hatala's gonna
This
have the
is an
idea, so let's listen to
this is an
Hatala's idea.
unwelcome center.
you can't go any further.
You walk
Yes.
in, and if you had a map, it just burns up.
Because remember, they weren't allowed to enter actually into Orm,
Yeah.
because then they become immortal.
Do you want to live forever? All right. So yeah, do we see a cartographer's house, or like Will said, a building that actually looks like a officialized building?
All right, everyone make perception checks. Their difficulties are going to be pretty high. Although with core, I believe. Hold on, I think you have a stat.
Society?
No, I
Do
don't
they-
think society. I know. Mo, you can. A car can look at his the one
do
about
they-
battlefields. That knowledge you have.
Ancient lore,
Warfare?
maybe?
Yeah, warfare.
Okay, I've done my roll twice, so it still hasn't happened.
Could I try ancient
Warlord.
lore?
No, ancient lore would not help you. Hold
Okay.
Our roll's not
Um,
happening because it's paused.
Where is it?
Okay, no. You don't have anything. Heraldry might, but most likely you're just going to be a vision check with Core.
I'm just gonna go perception.
Paula, you rolled a nat 20.
I'm not seeing it. Let me
Maybe
reset.
I see it, though yours is better than mine.
The perception checks look weird. Yeah, they changed them again.
And Core got a nat 20. Although, since Hatala rolled twice, I have to use her first one, which was a nat 18.
Yeah, I'm restarting the thing. It's not doing anything though. That's weird.
Weird.
There it goes. Okay,
My-
now I can see them.
My lore is gone on the skills sheet.
It's warfare.
Yeah, I see it on the player card, but like the quick thing, it's not there anymore. Ha!
That looked. I'm so glad that we worked so hard to let you roll that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Something's weird about my
This is
my quick things because when I go in to do perception, it looks really wonky.
a car says, guys, we must ask the bacon
My
where the
perception
maps
check
are.
is actually probably better anyway.
We're just gonna flip the bacon, and
No.
wherever it points, that's where we go.
The reason that stat's easier for you, a car, is that the roll is less difficult on that stat.
You
If
can
you're
roll
just
lower.
using looking around, you have to roll a really high number. If you're using an actual skill, it's a low number.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. But anyways, the 30 pluses all win. So both Eve, Core, and Atala all notice a building that's probably one down that looks like it's not tall and ornate like the others. It's kind of squat and it looks a lot more utilitarian. And there is arrow slits around that building, so it looks like a very defendable building.
All right. I'll get a car's attention. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Y'all notice that y'all don't see a car.
Oh no.
Did he fall down the hole again?
If you look down, you notice a car is laying down in the snow.
Oof.
What? Is he making a snow angel?
Did he fall?
No, basically, he's been DBZ planted.
DVZ planted?
Dragon Ball Z.
Where's
Well, I get that. I still don't know what planted means.
these elves? These elves betray
Did
us.
something jump on top of him?
Basically, he's buried up to his waist in the snow, upside down. His legs are the only thing sticking up.
How did okay, what what?
Hold on. We got to get rope. Let's get rope, guys.
Did he try to do magic or something?
He's probably
don't know.
suffocating. We should probably try to help.
Suffocating.
But we could have a 30-minute discussion on how to get down safely.
I mean, look, the way things work around here. Wait, did he jump into
All right.
the pit? Like,
Here, hold this, Hatala. It's the end of the rope.
Your guess is that he
Thanks.
fell because
All right. I throw
there's a
Hatala
slip
off
mark
the
near
edge while holding the other edge of the rope.
So you,
I'm holding.
you what?
I'm holding rope.
I handed Hatala the end of the rope and I threw her off.
What?
I've got the other end of the rope. You'll probably be okay. I think I've got the right measurement.
Oh Lord.
So you're lowering the Thala down?
Yes.
Make a athletics check. She's light, so it's easy.
Oh shoot, that was the wrong. Sorry. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't any spell
Yeah.
traps.
Well, the rope is not magical, so you're safe
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
And
Whew, I've had this
Hatala
thing.
goes down effortlessly and lands nicely on the snow next to a car.
All right, I'm Core.
Currently
Yeah.
the
Can you-
chicken is sitting on his foot.
Can you toss that shovel down?
You could just tie the rope around his foot and we'll yank him up.
That sounds painful.
Just yank, please.
I hear. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
You
All
want
right,
the
I'll tie it.
shovel?
I'm tying him up.
Hold on, I can get the shovel.
Whatever. I've tied him up. He can throw down the shovel too. And I'll do
I can't
that.
give up my shovel. Come on, Winky.
You're not giving it up. I'm just gonna use it.
Alright.
He's been tied.
Oh,
Hit.
All right, you yoink him out of the ground.
I hope I'm not using up all my good rolls. Alright, I'm just going to gently lower him back down to the ground on top of the snow. And I'm going to yell down, I thought you could run on top of the snow!
Watch
Not if
that
he's
first
falling head
step. It's
first.
a watch that first step. It's a doozy.
All right. I'll ask Winky, do you want to be the last one or you want me to be the last one?
Well, you're going to need to tie it off and leave a rope here, otherwise you're never getting back up.
Mm,
I'll
this is-
be the last.
all right.
Well, no. I mean, it doesn't even matter now.
Yeah,
Just
we'll
jump. Just jump, Winky.
we'll just
Okay. Winky jumps down.
Winky jumps. I will tie the rope off and lower Eve down, and then I will come down after Eve.
All right. Winky disappears into a poof of snow.
Oh yeah, I'm tiny.
He's all yours, Hatala. Good luck. Did you
Start
catch him?
covering the hole up with snow.
Oh wait, we got.
All you see
we also
is
lower-
the stick from the hammer sticking out of the snow.
I was saying the depth also went down, but I'll turn to the elves and like, would you like to be lowered down as well?
They just jump off and feather fall down.
Cool, I'm last. Let's go. I climb down. I did tie it off. I did not use my silk rope. I used someone else's janky rope. So
Okay. All right, so everyone is now down on the ground. A car and the snow elves are just kind of basically standing on top of the snow for the most part. And everyone else is having to use your snowshoes to trudge along on top of the snow.
all right. Hatala, you saw it.
Question: what have y'all done with the donkeys?
We sent them back through the portal way back when, before we
Yeah.
went down to talk to
We
the
haven't-
Lich King of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was his name?
That's what we call them.
LKW.
Hold on. It's not in this notebook.
It's okay. It's not too important.
No.
I'll just call
I'll give
him.
it to you later.
Yeah, that's fine.
He only answers to Lich King of the world anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's my friend. That's good enough for my friends.
All right. So what do you do now that you're all down in the snow?
Well, I'm trapped under the snow, so.
Prince or minion. Who's...
Okay.
Don't turn that up.
All right. I guess I'll work on getting Winky out with my shovel. Well, also, Hatala, I don't know if you want to lead or if you want to explain where the building is to a car. I don't think he saw anything of this city.
I was trying to get a better view and just yep. Good thing there was snow.
You managed to get Winky out of the snow.
Okay.
Prince or...
Thank you.
Car, you want to? So I'll go over like a quick sketch in the snow of the city and kind of show a car with the building that we want to get to, and then he can kind of go scout ahead and lead us.
I will do that.
Do we want to go stealthily or are we just running through the middle of the streets?
Stealth would probably be a good idea.
You hear more tink tink noises.
Do we want to go ahead and... I'm not very good at stealth.
They're coming from the building you're at the base of.
Is there a window or can we peek into any cracks?
They're
or
on the
anything?
ground outside of it.
Does the noise? Does it sound mechanical?
No.
Does it sound like the guy that was clearing the snow?
Yes. It's almost the same sound.
So it's like they're knocking the. What we're hearing is them knocking the ice off the building.
Yeah, it sounds. Yep.
A chunk of ice falls near you.
Okay, let's move.
Do you have some kind of group stealth or anything? Does
Yeah,
anybody?
I can throw that up.
He does.
Okay.
All right, y'all begin sneaking away from the building towards the spot you found. Y'all do anything as you're going? The others?
Just nope.
Y'all are about halfway there, and you start hearing the sound of sounds
That's
like
no.
snow being shoveled. And you notice about 20 feet in front, there's a huge puffing of snow in the air.
Looks like there's somebody ahead clearing the pathway or clearing a path.
And then another puff.
You guys are up front. You decide what we do.
I say we continue forward. Just
And another puff. It's getting
Yeah.
closer.
we don't want to scare them, but we don't know if they're good or evil yet. So just get as close as we can, and I guess see if we can. If I can see if any type of things that are weird or strange, or if he looks human, or just kind of get an idea.
Eventually, the drift of snow in front of you flies up into the air and separates into little powder particles. And standing there is about an 8-foot tall humanoid.
Hi.
Does he
It's
see us
got
yet?
a big giant shovel bolted to its left arm.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
Well,
a
we've
handle comes out so its right arm can grab it and apply extra pressure.
we've seen before that these things are programmed to do jobs and are modified to do those jobs.
It looks like an ordinary person, although slightly wrong.
Has it done anything aggressive towards us?
No.
Guys, we just
It's walking forward for the next snowdrift to shovel.
is the path he's clearing, does it get us to where we want to go?
It's right into the middle of town.
Hey, car, you wanna?
Yeah,
His shovel is about 5 feet wide.
I'd say we just step to the side and let him pass or walk around and continue on the path.
All right. As he shovels, as he starts going by, you notice he has a big iron collar around his neck, and it's bolted to his shoulders and his head.
Interesting.
Does it seem to be magical in any way?
It's
Have
very hard to
runes?
tell, but you do notice that there is a little piece of metal from the back of the collar now that he's passing, and two fairly fat bolts going into the back of the head.
Does it seem like it's
Right
some
in,
kind of enslavement or something that might be keeping it alive?
someone would have to make a check for healing to know the anatomy of what's going on.
Not I.
I was also thinking about Hatala's engineering skill, but
Just a medicine check.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew.
Okay. The only thing you can come up with your medicine is that it may be some form of discomfort to keep them doing what they want. That's as far as you can figure. Anyone else want to try their medicine?
I will. Okay. I rolled twice, sorry.
Your first one was good. Winky, you're fairly certain those two bolts in the back of the head are into the brain in such a way that this thing probably won't remember who it is anymore.
Mm.
That with the regeneration that goes on, the screws actually prevent memories from growing back.
Okay, I'm gonna share this with the group.
Eve, do you think if those screws were removed, it could get memories again?
Um, I don't know. Winky was the one who just told us the information.
I just thought you might know
So
better
she
than
can now make it. You can now make another medicine check to guess.
Um,
As far as your knowledge would go, if they heal anything, then yes, removing the screws in theory would allow the brain to regrow itself.
possibly Hatala.
Hmm.
The only thing you can note about the creature itself is its clothing is a very drab, uniform, one color, one piece gray jumper. And it's continuing down the road shoveling more snow.
Yeah, because if we were to remove the bolts, we don't know what those memories were as far as good or bad if not intact.
I'm not ready to do anything yet.
Yeah.
As in
So
everything else we've come
I'm
into contact with. Knowing
yeah,
more is better.
Yeah.
Core's with you with trying to find this house first instead of upsetting anything, but there's potential there for his memories to come back and for him to give us directions. There's also
True.
potential for him to try to kill us. So,
True, and that's a big shovel.
all right,
Considering his size, he would be a threat.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
We already have a place we're going. Let's go there first.
I think
We don't understand this society right now.
mhm.
Okay. A little bit further, and you'll notice one of the creatures climbing down from the side of a building. It looks like it's just finished removing all the snow and ice.
Does it have bolts in the back of its head?
Make a perception check. All right, you can tell that it has a similar collar, although it doesn't have the section of the metal going from the collar to the back of the head, but it does have a separate plate on the back of the head. And
Okay.
the hands, each hand has a pick bolted to it.
All right.
Very interesting.
And it looks like at one point it's got what you guess would be a helmet, but the helmet's pretty badly damaged. It looks like a miner's helmet.
Wasn't there something that came up previously about Orm and mining something here?
I don't remember.
Cool.
Awesome.
I
I
have no
I
results that have Orm and mine in it.
Well, the last thing I remember is about the beast
I
that causes the wind.
yeah.
That had something here that it was looking for. I remember
Right,
that.
but it's something that was powering.
Could I try like some
Yeah.
kind of recall knowledge to see if there was anything I remembered?
The only thing I've got that we
Make a
talked about mining about was what the stone giants were mining, that they were mining,
Ah,
but we didn't.
okay.
make a flat D20 plus intelligence, or just do an I think you can just do an intelligence check, but
Yeah. Did that work?
I don't see anything yet.
Hmm. Hesitant to click it again, but
So far, I don't see anything.
Yeah, same.
well, intelligence is +2, so let's try just a 20. All right, I got 6.
You do not recall anything specific.
Okay.
A little bit further down the road, you see another creature, but this one is. It looks like it's a solid block of ice.
Can we tell what its potential job may have been?
This one does not look like it has any collar or bolts in it. It looks smaller, almost twisted in shape, and your guess is, based on the look in its eyes, that this thing was probably delusional at best.
Okay.
The, the elves, they see this too, right?
Yes, they are
Does,
watching carefully, and all of them have hands on their weapons.
does this look like something that the cold, the beast that y'all are chasing? Is this what this thing would do to a creature?
Well, if the creature didn't get out of the wind, yes, very much.
Okay.
And if it fought it directly, it would simply be eaten. The creature should be large enough to swallow even a dragon whole.
Wow. Okay.
In fact, it has been known to eat ice dragons and cold dragons. But they keep flocking to it, trying to appease it and gain some of its power. It's one of the
Hey,
things
that's
we generally have to let them into the trap, or otherwise it gets angry that they can't get to it.
Okay.
literally takeout.
We consider it treats for the creature,
Nice.
and there's no love lost amongst the cold dragons being slain. They're one of the vilest of the species.
Okay. We're ready to
You've now
press.
made it to the outside of that building.
All right.
And this part of the
Th-
city has already been swept free of snow.
Doors?
Our nemesis, guys. The door. Here we are again.
The true big bad.
Hey, y'all can say whatever you want until you've been my previous party that spent 3 hours on one door that was unlocked.
Oh,
The reason they had trouble is they were trying to push when it was a pull. And it took them
wow.
3 hours because they decided to hack through it. And it was a door for giants.
Oh. Well, I guess I just go and knock on the door first.
Okay. There's a 1 in 6 chance that it's just swinging free. All right, it is not swinging free. It is locked.
Cool. Was that you checking for traps, Hatala?
Yeah, it was.
All right. You do not notice any traps on the door.
Awesome. I'm going to attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. You do not pick the lock. You do not break anything, but you did not pick them.
Okay. Tala, you want to give it a try? You want to show me how it's done?
No problem.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You
Make it look
picked
so
the lock
easy.
without any difficulty.
You did it so fast. You got to slow it down so I get better at this.
Yeah, next time I'll try and do it a little slower. But sometimes when you get into the tumblers the right way, if you slide it in a little faster, it works better. So
Makes
that's
sense.
yeah, that's kind of why that happened. So
Makes sense. All right.
All right. Inside, it looks like the room is in a very bad state of disrepair. But there's absolutely no cobwebs anywhere in the room. And almost no sign of dust.
there's something cleaning this.
But everything is broken and scattered around the room.
Is it one of those things with dusters bolted to its hand?
Just feather dusters.
That was the image that popped into my head.
It's
Everything that thing's bolted to them. So
Is there
it's a Tasmanian devil like comes through. It stops. It's got feather dusters.
is there a counter or a desk we could go up to and like ring a bell? Ding.
You see a counter, yes.
All
But you
right,
do not see anything looks like a dingbat.
I'll just approach the counter.
Okay.
Can I look behind the counter, see if anyone's like taking a nap on the job?
You can see there is some rotting material on the back behind the counter.
Like old clothes or maybe
It looks
dead
like it may
body?
be something. It looks like it may be a. You know how someone will wrap up their lunch in basically a big napkin or whatever and lay it out to eat. Looks
Mm-hmm.
like someone laid out their lunch at some point in time and then never got to it.
Man, okay.
But
Like
there's
to,
nothing rotten left.
are there other rooms like where someone could be? Or is this just one big
There
open
is
room?
a doorway into the back, and then you see another door off to the side.
All right.
The doorway to the back is right near the counter.
Okay. I'd like to start off with just calling out I guess in,
Ollie, ollie, oxen free.
well, I was going to try an ancient, a hello.
Okay.
Anyone here?
Atala, you hear something rattling around in one corner of the room.
I'm at Telcor.
Go check it out.
Okay.
I've
I'm
got the
gonna check
counter
it out.
covered.
Okay. Let's check it out.
All right. You get to that area and you notice something just rolled under a desk.
Okay. We'll kind of check and see what that was.
Okay. You gonna get down on the floor and look under it?
Yeah, why not? It's helped us in the past before.
All right. As you get down to look, something rolls forward and snaps at you. It's a head.
How delightful.
It's rolling around trying to bite at you, but it's not very accurate.
Does it have hair?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab the hair so
Okay.
that I can get it and keep it away from me or anybody else.
It's just snapping harmlessly in the air now.
All right. I just want to get it somewhere where it's not going to mess with anybody. Maybe the counter. Hey, Core, can we put this on the counter?
This might be this guy's lunch back here. He
I'm
might
gonna
just be
set it.
hungry.
I'm gonna set it right beside the stuff on the counter.
And it's trying to wiggle around using its jaw muscles.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get service. Um, can we tell the purpose of the building? Um, do we want to spread out and just try to search for this stuff for ourselves?
I got a feeling most of anything around this town is going to be this messed up, undead, dead, slavery ridiculousness.
I mean, there's a good chance his body's in one of these other rooms. Do we hear any kind of
Or you
thumping?
hear a bump from behind the door.
That might be his body.
I mean, it's not talking; it's just trying to bite us. So
Yeah, but it may be trying to heal up too.
well, we haven't.
Wait,
Now, I'm not trying to. It's
what happened to our
more of
buddy
a
Steve? Did he never really came fully back?
no. That's
No,
what I'm
he
saying.
didn't. He
We've
didn't come
never
back.
had anybody come to the point of cognition again.
Yeah,
At
once you
this,
lose, like once they lose it,
the only person we've met that's had a thought in their head has been the prince, and he said he had some kind of meditation or something his sister taught him or whatever.
Okay.
So you hear something bumping around behind the door.
Hey, Winky, can you check that out? We can't hear you, Winky.
You're muted.
I'm gonna go check out the.
Okay. You open the door.
Yeah.
All right. You open the door and you're looking at a set of jail cells.
Is there anyone inside the jail cells?
There is
What?
something moving around in the backmost jail cell.
I'm gonna go see what it is.
Okay. It looks like there's a body flailing around in there.
What kind of body? Like what race is it?
It's mostly human, but there doesn't appear to be a head.
I'm gonna say that it's all good in here, and yeah.
What are you doing, Winky?
I said that you guys could come in. All good in here. Nothing that you kill me.
So there's just a. I'm gonna walk in. There's just a body in the back.
Yep.
Does it have a head?
No.
Okay.
It's throwing itself against the bars.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just leave it there. Unless it does it have like keys on it or a map in its pocket.
Make a perception check. The only thing you notice is that there is a placard on the wall next to the cell with what looks like a piece of paper in it.
That's in the cell where it is.
No, right outside the cell.
Oh, okay.
It looks like there's a slot to put paper in next to each cell.
I want to look at it first. Does it look like if I touched it, is it like old, decrepit, or anything like that? Does it
It
look
is
like?
fairly old and decrepit. You can read it in the placard because it's see-through. So you don't have to pull it out to read it. But it's in a language you do not understand.
Core.
Yeah, what's up?
Two things. One, there's something I can't read in here. Another is in the background of your video. It looks like you have a Mexican jumping bean. Oh, it's gone now.
Well, it's not in the stream, so you guys can ignore that. I have this much of me is in the stream, so if it's outside
Oh,
of
there it is
this,
again.
we have one of the big like medicine balls you can sit on, and the kids like to
Ah.
bounce on it. So,
Understandable.
all right. Well, I was holding down the counter in case someone came. So, but I guess I can go check this out.
Okay, you find that cell with the body in it, and it's banging against the bars. And outside of each cell is a placard, and this one cell has a piece of paper in that placard. It's visible through a clear layer, almost. It looks like glass, but it's not hard like glass.
All right, I'd like to try to make out what's written there and read it.
All right. You can read about half of it because it's very close to ancient, but not exact. And basically, from what you're reading, it looks like a rap sheet and a charge against this individual.
Okay.
It looks like this individual was charged with slapping someone in the street and stealing their left arm.
Mm.
And he
So-
was punished with 4 days in prison.
So, did he steal the left arm and then slap the person, or did he slap? The
Did he
person
steal the
and-
person with their left arm?
I think
Come
that
on, baby.
I think that's part
Is
of
it that
the part that I
specific?
can't read.
That was the question. It's like, did he take the arm and then slap him with it?
Please let that be it.
Insult.
And then they said, "Why you hit yourself?"
But he was punished with 4 days in prison.
So how is his head off?
Here's what happened. They were playing front hand, back hand. And got his head snatched off. No, with him only getting 4 days in prison. Obviously, whatever went down quick, fast, and in a hurry, because his body's still stuck in there, and he may have like shoved his head through the bars or something to rip it off.
Oh yeah, maybe he was like trying to, but I mean, that seems like an awkward whatever.
You notice that the gate to the cell has been badly damaged from the inside. The bed was removed and used to try to bash at the gate, and all it did was made the gate serrated.
The gate was serrated.
Yeah, he couldn't break it down, but he actually broke a good portion of the outer bits of it, but it became sharp and dangerous.
Hmm.
And it looks like the clothing on the torso, the clothing is shredded from about the neck down to the navel.
Classic case of self-decapitation.
Yeah, sounds about
Your guess
right.
is he tried to squeeze through.
Hmm.
Have you seen this before?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious right here. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not familiar with this in your thieving days?
I mean, usually if we try to escape, we keep our heads on our shoulders.
Well, you never
Well-
made it into prison.
Well, maybe he was going
No, and-
crazy, and his head was never really on his shoulders or never there.
And anybody that did make it into prison, I never got any help getting them out. But whatever.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, am I able to take this paper, or will it crumble?
It looks like it is beyond decrepit.
Okay, never mind.
crumbled.
You think the only thing holding it together is that it's pressed behind something.
Don't you have some paper?
I do. I'm gonna. If you guys will do some investigating, I'd like to take some time to write this down to try to start making a cipher code so that I can piece this together with the ancient.
Okay.
Interesting.
But I want
So
to
Core's busy doing that. What's everyone else doing?
check the other door.
Okay. That door is locked.
A car. You want to try it out?
I'll try it this time. Yeah, let's see
I'm
if
gonna
I
go
was right.
Wait, what? What are you doing, Winky?
I said it before you did anything. I said I was gonna come help you, but my mic was muted.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna try and unlock the door?
You know how I unlock doors. Do you want
Oh
me to
yeah,
do that?
that's right. Go ahead, a car.
Okay, you managed to unlock the door. It is not a very good lock.
Very good
Yeah.
job, a car. That was very. I
Well,
was
that's
impressed.
Much better than the last one. Even though it is a simple lock.
I mean, you may not know that, but I would.
Could you guys be given like the aid action to each other on this?
I
don't
mean,
know.
could.
maybe, but whatever.
But picking a lock is something that aiding doesn't really work well with unless it's a very large lock.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, I
a
was about to
safe,
say,
I would say adding an aid would work, but a single door lock, not really, because
yeah.
they'd be in each other's way.
Yeah, because we haven't really come across a lock that was too difficult
I
for
mean, yeah, the other
either.
person could be back
mean-
there like massaging the shoulders, like, yeah, a little bit to the left. There
You
you
got
go.
this, dude. You got this.
Remember, speed is key. Sometimes
All right.
speed is key.
The door is unlocked now.
I'm gonna
Alright.
open the door.
All right. When you open the door, you notice it looks like a break room / ready room, and there's seating spots for multiple soldiers in there from the looks of it.
Is there anything that looks dangerous in there?
Not currently,
Like,
but there is another door in the back.
Is there anything that looks expensive in there?
Possibly, you don't know. There's a lot of containers in there
Ooh,
because it looks almost like a locker room type area.
oh, maybe they have some cookies.
I don't know if I'd want to eat cookies that we found here.
yeah, yeah. I'll pass on that. I'll stick with my bacon.
I mean, yeah, let's take a look, see what is in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to open the first locker?
I'll do it.
I mean, basically, there's enough lockers for each of the 5 of y'all to open 2. So, Winky, high or low?
Hi.
All right, the locker you find is empty. Your next one?
Low.
That's empty as well. There's 8 more lockers. Does anyone else want to try, or do Winky want to keep going?
I'll
Low,
go next.
low.
You're low, low. Nothing in your first one?
That counts as.
Ah, but you did find something in your second one. In the second locker, you open it up, and it looks like a bundle that has almost turned to powder for a bit. Your guess is it may have been leather or something organic that rotted away. But inside of it, you can see a handful of coins, maybe a few other odds and ends that have lasted the test of time, and a dagger.
Ooh.
And the dagger has no tarnish on it at all.
I want to check that. Oh, I can't really do magic.
And
Right
besides,
now.
he's the one that found it.
Yeah.
Or should I say, she's the one that found it.
I'll be looking over. You
Yeah.
got it. You got it.
As I'm pulling the dagger out, I'm examining it
All right.
with my arcana.
You can tell it is of a extremely high quality, but you do not think it's a magical one.
Pooh. Okay.
But the material is not ordinary. That's what you can tell.
Mmm.
Sweet. Hi.
All right.
Aw.
No.
Aw.
And no. 4 more left. Eve or anyone else?
I'll do low high.
Low, high.
Yeah. I hate this game though.
Amen.
The next one's gonna be low.
Hey, you are right.
Whatever.
There's 2 left.
Am I done
Corey's
copying?
busy in the other room. So
Yep,
who wants to get there?
You are not done, apparently.
Nope.
Okay, so
Hatala, you have
so
better luck.
every other one has been empty.
Yep.
I'll do another one.
All right. Which one?
Low.
Oh.
Last one.
Hi.
No.
I know it.
It would have been better. Well, I don't know. I didn't log what everyone was, but would have been better just to pick the same thing the whole time.
Low.
I mean, Eve did that in the crocodile lair, and it did not work out.
I mean, that's
Oh,
just
random chance.
that's Eve for you.
Wow.
But you can notice on the wall there's the door in the back, and that's the only thing left in here.
All right.
Guess we'll go check that.
Check
door.
over that door.
Okay. It does not appear to even have a lock on it.
Just push it open.
Wait. Be careful with pushing now.
I'm
You know, try
gonna
both.
attempt. I'm gonna attempt pushing first, and then I'll pull it if it doesn't work.
It swings outward when you push.
Awesome.
Did you just push it and stay there?
Yeah, just kind of
It
push the
swings
door.
outward, comes back and swings inward, and then goes back again.
Right.
Okay.
Right, Charles.
did I glean anything on the other side of the room just in case there was something dangerous there?
No.
That's why I kind of just pushed it.
It does look almost like porcelain tile on the other side of the room.
This might be like a shower area, guys. Just gonna walk on through.
All right. And it is very dank and moist in there and very hot.
Ooh, sauna.
Core, do you feel pulled to this room?
Ah, I got the. It was supposed to be a circle, and now I've got a line through it, like a Q. Hold on, I gotta erase this part.
Well,
What'd you say?
do you feel a pull to this room that we're in over here?
Oh, hold on.
You're too preoccupied to notice anything.
I've got nothing at the moment. Hold on, let me finish this.
Okay.
Finally, core finishes.
Okay, well, I'm here now.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, I was on the last
Okay.
letter.
It's passed since then.
All right. Yeah. A Firestone. Sensing, right? Do I feel a
All right.
draw anywhere?
You do not feel a draw.
All right. Do I? What do I see in this room? I look around.
Make a perception check.
I see all.
You can detect a slight hint of sulfur in the air, and it is very warm and hot in here. And in fact, the floor itself appears to be radiating the heat. And the room looks like a tiled area, and in one corner, there's a spot that goes down a little bit, and you can tell water's been running in that area for a long time.
Hmm.
And you can see that there's a drain in that side of the room, too.
Does it look like a sauna type setup? Can I go look in the hole at the end?
You go look in the hole, and it looks like it goes down about 5 or so feet, and then you can see a dull orange glow.
Do I feel any pull to this glow?
No, but it's hot. Heat's radiating up out of that hole.
Oh,
It's lava.
Magma.
okay. No
Center
pull, guys.
Very ingenious, though.
Is there nothing else in this room?
No, this room is mostly empty. It looks like there are places to sit and places to stand along the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling a little hot in here.
Just keep your clothes
As
on.
y'all head out of the back room and towards the main entry, you notice on the back of the door there is a map.
Ooh.
To the sauna?
No, the back of the other door.
Oh.
It's a good thing Winky didn't smash it.
Can we make a copy of this? I will spend some time and make a copy of this map.
Yeah, basically it's a crudely drawn kingdom map.
Cool. This is not in the sauna room, right?
No, it's in the
No.
room
All
outside of
right.
it.
Yeah, I was in like half plate mail. It was kind of uncomfortable. All right. So I'm back to drawing, guys. You guys got the investigation going again.
I think we've looked everywhere.
We didn't look behind the counter besides the food.
We didn't?
That's where they keep all the gold.
Well, then Meetup's already been there.
Knowing Meetup, he's most likely messing with the head,
Mm.
throwing
like
things at it,
poking it in the face and trying to stick his finger to it
seeing
while it
what
tries
it'll
to bite
bite.
him. All right, I'm gonna check the counter. I mean, why, Corey? You just
Pull-
stood by the counter the whole time you were there. You didn't search it.
I was being polite and I was waiting for someone to come and, do their job. I was just waiting at the counter.
I can see
All right.
Nadeb pulling out his letter opener and just letting the thing like ding, 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 chew, bite on the letter opener.
I want to search around the counter, the back of the counter, see if there's anything of interest, note, whatever there.
Okay. You look around behind the counter and you notice a couple sets of manacles.
They make my skin turn. But they look good, like usable.
They look in pristine condition, no tarnish.
Put that in the bag. We got some more handcuffs. Yeah.
Did a car see them?
Probably
I'm
not.
assuming he's in the main room, so he would have heard you picking them up.
Okay, a car, you can hang on to them. I don't want to hold on to them.
Okay.
Do you hear the jangling? Can you tell what it's
We-
made
we've-
from?
Metal. Some type of metal. That's my best guess.
I mean, I've got this stove strapped to my back. I'm just curious if we have some more.
Does the metal look similar to the dagger I found, or does it look more normal and natural?
It looks similar to the dagger.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can Winky like try to like taste the metal, or Payton?
Well,
Bite
so
it?
manacles. Do they manacles? They don't have to have a key. They got the bolt lock, right?
depends on the manacles.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that if we were to use this, or if somebody
Uh,
were to get this put on, that we have a key to open it.
Yeah.
I mean, we can pick locks.
Is there like a set of keys like
True,
hanging on the wall,
but
like Andy
if we're
Griffin
both
style,
handcuffed,
right
it's
next
gonna
to
be hard
the
to keep it.
cells that we can just?
Make a perception check.
Wait,
I-
what did you ask for?
For keys. I looked for keys on the body or on the
Okay.
person in the cell, but
You see a set of keys in the back of one of the other cells.
Okay. I'll holler and. Was I done with the map? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Can we reach them?
You
They're
have a
about
10
4
foot
feet
pole.
past the bars.
You have a 10-foot pole.
I was
Yeah.
getting to my 10-foot pole. I just wanted to. I'll use my 10-foot pole to scooch
Okay.
them along the ground.
Man, this
Scooch 'em
thing's
out.
coming handy.
Yeah, you guys need to start picking up more random generic objects.
You notice that there are dried blood on the keys.
I mean, mage hand, so whatever.
You gonna use magic cure?
No, I could have is all I was saying.
Could you have?
I mean, I could have tried.
Okay.
There you go.
It's a better
Yeah.
phrase, okay. I do want to say we probably do want to be careful with magic. I don't know how healing's gonna go. Hopefully the divine is okay.
All I want to say to that, William, is don't give the DM ideas.
I don't want us to be caught, flat-footed later. We've all got healing potions just in case.
Well, we can give it a shot. I could use a little HP.
You're just gonna drink a healing potion right now?
No. Try the
Oh,
magic.
try the magic. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
try
wait.
out the magic. I mean, it could go really, really wrong, but
I guess it technically would be the safest time to try it, but from
You
what I
know
can
what?
tell, here's the thing. From what I've noticed, it's not a thing of magic goes bad all the time. It's magic goes wonky. You don't know how wonky.
I'm just gonna go over and touch a car and do like a first level heal.
Okay.
Does he get a third ear?
No, he gets health just as usual, and you feel the magic flow as usual.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Car. Uh, the map. Let's go over this map and chart out our course. Can we tell how long it's going to take us to get to the center?
Based on the map, your guess is it'll probably take, in ordinary conditions, probably about 3 days. But in the snows here, it may take longer, up to twice as long.
All right. What do our provisions look like?
You now have about 5 days of food left.
All right. We did see wolves, so there might be animals for us to hunt. So a car, be looking out for food. Might need to get us some more bacon. Um, I guess, yeah, a car. I mean, I guess you're back up to getting us, unless you guys have anything else you want to do to prepare. I would like to scoop up a big honking hunk of snow so that we can melt down later into the bag of holding
Okay.
in case we need to drink something. And we run out of snow for some
I
reason.
mean, don't we have like canteens?
Look, we're in a desert. I know there's snow. I'm just trying to be prepared.
You're wait. Okay, I'm just gonna let that slide. We're gonna go.
Yeah. moving
Now,
on.
remember, if in emergencies, Eve does have the ability to create food and water.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe Neetup can do the same.
Okay.
His is not divine,
Mm.
Oh, his would be magical, so therefore it
so
would.
his may or may not work. You don't know.
It might
That's
have.
also
It might
no.
come with an extra ear.
That's also how her healing worked earlier, because hers is divine.
Yep. Okay.
So Neetup does not need to do healing.
He never
I
really
would.
And
does.
I would be
we're
able to. I also would be able to do a little bit of healing because mine's not magical.
and we're all still looking pretty plague free. Yeah.
So far, no one's shown any signs of anything.
All right. I like the way that's going.
All right. I guess we continue on based on the map.
All right. All right. One thing you noticed when you were copying down the map, there was a symbol on there that you do not recognize in the town.
The town we are in currently.
Yes, there's a building that's marked with a symbol that you do not recognize.
I definitely want to highlight that to the other guys. We might want to check this out before we leave. I would highly encourage, and if we go do that.
Can we all see the symbol? See if it's something that anybody of us maybe
No
have
one
seen
recognizes the symbol.
before? Did the elves recognize the symbol?
If they do not say so.
Mm, let's go.
Are y'all going to head to that building?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. We were given a clue.
Y'all are walking
then-
down the street, and you think you feel like somebody's watching you.
Uh-huh.
Hatala, you really feel like somebody's watching you right now.
Well, it's not me. I'm in front. Everybody's watching me. So I feel normal. Everybody's watching me.
I'm gonna message. No, I'm not. Be on your toes, everybody. Be on your toes.
All right. So
I
we're
see.
um, I will say, if it's you, Great Lich King of the world, hit Winky up in the back of the head.
Do I hear him say that?
You do not hear any replies of any kind, and you do not notice anything happening around the area.
Is that Winky specifically?
Does this feel like when divination was being used before?
It does not. It's more primal. Especially you,
Oh,
Nidala, you get more of a feeling like literally somebody is watching. But after he made his statement, you don't feel like you're being watched specifically anymore.
All right, I'll detail that out to them, trying to give them the understanding that it felt very different than what it did last time, but
All
as
right.
well, it stopped when he asked. So when he acknowledged somebody was watching, whatever was doing it quit.
All right.
well, keep in mind there were wolves that were just here not too long ago.
I don't
And
feel like it was wolves. Like I just don't have that feeling. I could
Okay.
be wrong, but
Well, the wolves said
you
that there
know,
were other more dangerous things about too.
yeah.
But
This
yeah,
is
it's a good.
true.
I mean, if they weren't already weapons hot, you know.
Ow.
And in the distance, you can hear something make a howling screech, and then something make a roar, and the sound of something fighting.
Ooh, who's got
You
the hot
recognize
cold?
any of that, Akar?
Uh, I'm gonna listen for a little bit and see if it continues. See if I can pinpoint
Make a
what it.
perception check, car.
It wouldn't be occultism.
No, this is perception. You're listening.
Perception. Gotcha. Let me close that one.
You're fairly certain that roar sounded like the big thing y'all defeated under in the northern tower. That golem.
Yeah,
Mm.
it sounds kind of like that golem, guys. You remember that? You
Okay.
guys just gonna keep moving?
I
And
mean,
there's
Yeah.
a
the
there's a
only
loud
thing,
crack as one of the building's shutters.
all we can do is keep moving. The only way we dealt with that flesh golem was by digging it into the ground.
This
So
is
we
true.
need to keep moving, and we need to avoid it.
Are we
Yeah.
stealthing
So
it or are we hustling?
Well, I mean, did it come from the direction that we're trying to head to this building, or is it
It's really
another
hard to
direction?
tell with the amount of snow and empty buildings around.
I mean, we just need to
I
let's
mean,
just head towards this building then, and
I mean, I'm sure we're making huge tracks in the snow.
Y'all are walking in the street now. There's no snow.
Oh,
It's been
that's right. Yeah. All right, then I'm gonna crouch down below the. Hopefully, it's a large snowbank.
most of the area you're in now has been fully shoveled.
I mean, I'd say if this thing's hard to tell where it's coming from, then it may not be close.
Okay.
Just head to the building.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
yeah.
Let's go.
All right, y'all are heading there, and about 2 streets over, you can see a group of 4 or 5 creatures running really fast away. And then a few seconds later, the trundling, heavy footsteps of that golem banging down, chasing after them.
Okay.
This
All right.
golem, anyone who wants to look at this golem, make a perception check.
I mean, I don't know if I want to, but I'm doing it. Wow.
Eve, this golem you notice is different than the last one. It looks like there is a contraption on its back and pipes and hoses running down to its left arm, and fire is spewing out of its left arm.
So the rest of us missed the fire spewing out of its arm.
Yeah, you guys don't see the fire, like.
Oh, now I
what,
do.
what fire?
It was the angle that I'm at versus the angle you're at. He had a big body. He has
Oh,
three
it's
butt.
because y'all are taller.
Yeah, he has 3 butts, by the way.
Well, that's. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It is a flesh golem.
He probably has more than that, considering he's just made up of people.
Mhm. He has front butt too. Just we probably can't see it.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm gonna make a route to the building by trying to go wide and skirting around where we saw them heading
No,
toward.
they're off to the side, not in the direction y'all are going.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Good.
doing a good job keeping away from them
Yeah.
at the moment.
So
And
just-
as you move a little further, you can see a burnt thing laying on the ground behind where they all ran from.
So whatever attacked it got burned up.
It is a fully charred human corpse.
So it'll probably be back later.
that's a
So don't be
good-
surprised if we exit the building and that's gone.
Remember,
Okay.
there's only one thing that kills them.
Fire!
Oh, fire. Never mind.
They have to be immolated, and it was immolated.
That's why this thing is made the way it's made. It's actually able to kill the stuff. All right, I'm clear on that. Go to the building.
Yep.
All right, you find the building, and it is made of the nicest stone you've seen. Although the stone does not appear to be of this land. It's a fairly grand structure too, and as you get closer, you're fairly certain it's all made out of ancient stone, and it's in perfect shape.
Noise.
Hmm.
Way in the distance, you can hear the bellowing of the creature heading further away.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
And in front of you, you see one of the things that it was following peeking out from the building that y'all are heading to, and then turning back around and running inside again.
Yeah.
All right, Akari, you're up. You're leading us.
This thing entered the building we're going into or a different building?
The building you're going into.
Okay.
May have been the clerk.
Oh. All right. Well, here we go. I'm gonna check the door, see if it's locked.
I mean, that creature went into it.
Yeah, but he could have locked it behind him.
The
I
door
doubt
is
it.
not there.
Oh, it's not there. Oh, yeah. Well,
The
hey, there's
door
no
has
door
been
there.
completely obliterated, and you can see the fragments of ancient stone lying around.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
No. So, do we want to go in?
What we got to, it had a weird symbol.
Okay. Yeah, let's go on in.
I did it all for
And
the
you-
symbol.
The only thing you do notice is most of the towns have one building with this symbol on it.
Okay.
Most of the towns. I
On
don't
the map you
understand
found.
that comment.
Almost
there's-
every town.
On the map of the kingdom, there's different towns, and they all have at least one of these symbols.
Okay.
You didn't think anything about it when you first saw the kingdom map, but when you're looking at the smaller, because this map, you have a map of this little town too, and just a little bit because the map is like the area around it was blown up a little bit, like a little inset in the side, and then the rest of it's the kingdom. That kind of map.
Cool.
You notice that there is bones strung open along the corridor, where the doorway was, on ropes and strings and stuff. Lots and lots of bones.
Oh, so like one of those little bead walls. Okay, interesting.
Except for their like femurs and arm bones.
Yeah, okay.
All human.
Hey, Winky, you like bones? You want to go? You want to go ahead and hold
What
those
makes
open?
you think Winky likes bones?
They're on
Where's
his helmet.
this come up?
I love Winky's eyes. Huh?
There, I mean, he has a. What bones are on his helmet?
He has a construct, the Minotaur construct. Is that what you're talking about? The Minotaur head?
Yeah.
That's made of metal.
Yeah, it was a metal
Oh.
Minotaur golem.
I thought it was
basically.
like, yeah.
It was a Minotaur golem made of mithril.
Now
Ah,
Yeah,
Hatala's
it's like
wearing drake skin scales.
no, it's dragon.
Dragon, that's what I meant. Yes.
Yeah.
If you wonder, if it
Just
was
making
because
sure you're clear on what you're
Okay.
I just
perceiving
wanted,
around you,
So
I just
Akar.
wanted
we
Wiki to go first.
we just send him in then. He'll do it. This could be another one of the like town leaders, much like the royal family that we met previously was still sentient. This may have been like the town governor. So he may be gone uncle style. Um, but
As y'all are approaching, you notice something dart out from a building across the street, run past y'all real quick, and run inside.
These things don't really seem all that concerned with us. They are worried about the, you know, firearm guy out there, but
This allowed you to get a pretty good view. It looks like a half-naked human, twisted and grotesque in shape, like from multiple injuries that have healed up over and over and over again. But it looks mostly intact and mostly human, but it is basically feral.
mm, so we can't ask it for Grey Poupon. All right. Well, we're going in.
Totally the top number.
Winky, you got your hammer ready?
yep,
Lead the way.
All right. Inside, there is a foyer room, and in the center of it is you would almost call it a throne, but it's been randomly made of stones, bones, and other materials that have found. And sitting on that throne is the largest person you've seen yet. They're probably about 12 feet tall, but they are made out of a bunch of different people grafted together.
Ooh.
But it looks like there's a single normal person's head that's been misshapen at the top of it.
It's not missing an arm though, right?
No.
All right, so that wasn't that guy from the prison. Uh, I don't know what you said, Winky.
does it look like it's hostile?
It's holding a giant claymore and like leaning on the ground, holding the blade, holding the handle.
All right. I'm gonna start off with the old hello bit in ancient.
As you say that, you noticed all the little ones were basically bowing down to it, and then they skitter around behind it,
Mm.
They're scared
and
of
it
us.
stands up.
Are you still sentient?
It roars, and the little ones all yelp with it.
I'll say, wait, wait. I'll point at Eve. Where's Eve? I lost Eve.
Look at
Eve!
Eve. What?
Before you stands royalty. Princess Eve, hold up the stick. Hold up the stick.
I hold up the stick. Okay.
Some of the little ones seem to pay attention to that, but the big one actually laughs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it has sentience then.
This is all I got, guys. Come on. Yep. What
You're
else do we
doing
got?
great.
That's about on the level
Hey,
of my.
I'm with this. This sounds legit. I'm with it.
All right, all right.
We've come here to.
I doubt he understands common. What do you want me to tell him?
I mean, it laughed at you, so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't
Or
know if he
us.
laughed at me or at you. I mean, I wouldn't. You shouldn't laugh at the princess.
Huh. Tiny human.
Okay, I don't know what's going on anymore because he's not speaking in a language I understand.
Yes. We're headed for we're heading for the center for the king.
It sits there and laughs even louder, and then turns to Hatala and simply it says in very bad common,
Okay, okay.
"What do you think I care? This is my flesh. This is my land."
Saying this to me?
No, to Eve.
No, to Hatala.
Oh,
She
to
was talking
Atala.
about it, didn't
Oh,
understand her.
okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool,
I-
cool.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
It's very butchered common.
Well, he looks like he doesn't care, guys.
One of the things you notice, a couple of the bodies that are in it are fresh,
Mm.
and one of them looks like an elf.
Hey, guys, is that one of your scouts? Can you identify the clothing?
Oh my gosh.
Does this look like
The
it might be
four
one of your?
elves all look in horror at what you're
Is that your
saying,
friend?
and then all of a sudden they're like, and they all pull their weapons out, and they're now facing down the giant.
Oh, grand.
What'd you do, Akar? I had this handled. What did you do, Akar?
I don't think you have much handle.
We have the
laughed at you.
princess. What do you mean?
He laughed twice. I don't think he wants to play.
Oh boy, I think we're doing this.
Should we help the elves? I think we should.
Yes, we should help the elves. Let's draw weapons.
All four of them have pulled their bows out, and all four of them let go their arrows before y'all even react.
Okay. I still
Sweet.
want to have both weapons drawn.
I got a feeling there ain't nothing happening, y'all. This dude's gonna laugh at them again.
Not
Let's
doing
find
the
out.
My laptop's probably gonna die. So.
Oh no.
Plug it into the wall.
Dad, I'm trying to get my charger to work right now. Okay.
I tell you,
I'm struggling.
We're gonna get Eve and Hatala playing on the same screen in one camera.
I mean, I think we've
Give
done
me
it
the
before.
headphones.
I'm
Give me
at
the headphones.
8%, and it's not my charger's just not working right now.
Does the plug work from the wall correctly?
Yeah, that's what. Just carry on. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right.
I was wondering why she was down to the ground.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, man,
it's
she's
like-
not in frame. So I had this whole princess bit to do.
Okay. 3 arrows hit the creature, and not much happens. The 4th arrow hits, and suddenly there is an explosion of fire coming out of it.
Well,
Out
I
of
think
the
that one
creature,
was
or-
one of them spell ones.
And the creature has lost a third of its upper body.
Mm.
And the old man is kind of staring in shock, like,
Wait, so he didn't even know that he was shooting?
he says, "Is there something wrong with magic here?
Definitely.
I
Absolutely.
was trying to freeze him."
Well,
Ooh.
to be fair, fire was probably a smarter choice for this thing, but you know,
Yes.
whatever.
And the creature reacts in pain, dropping its claymore and charging away to the side out the other back of the building real quick. Amazingly fast as it goes.
Ooh. Does it have 3 butts?
No, but it is grabbing up the little ones as it went.
Oh no,
And
he's healing up.
basically,
It grabbed a
it's
bunch
grabbing
of
the little
butts.
ones and shoving them into the wound.
Okay.
I feel like Neetup would have done like, well, no, he
Fireball?
can't do it. It'll mess up.
You know
though.
he was ready for a fireball.
And as it runs to the back of the building, he swings his fist back and punches the wall, and the wall explodes outward into a fragment of ancient stone.
Look at Nadep and say, why can't you do that? Alright, are there still
Wow.
little ones here? Or did they all flee with them?
A few of them are scattering in different directions, and some of them are basically, a few of them just fell over dead from fright.
Sweet. I definitely want to snag that claymore. Hopefully it's not cursed, but who knows in this land. I'm gonna take the chance, snag the
The claymore
claymore.
is twice the size of a claymore.
Ugh. Is there a place I can hide
It's
it?
about 10 feet long.
I want to throw it in the snow outside, drag it outside, throw it in the snow.
Okay.
That way it can maybe be lost for a little bit.
Okay. And what were you doing with your arcana?
I was looking over that claymore, making sure magic, whatnot.
It's course
Okay.
throwing it.
You do not notice anything magical as he's trying to heave it outside, but you do notice that it is not tarnish proof. It has just been polished and maintained.
Will it fit in a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Hitala, open up your bag of holding. and then I'll just
I
point first, slide it into her bag of holding.
really.
Yeah, I've got snow in mine for some reason. Look,
You make your own
I've
decisions.
got a shovel, a 10-foot pole, 2 snowballs, and then a whole pile of snow in my bag of
Wait,
holding.
how do you have 2 snowballs and snow?
They're already pre-made.
It's a bag of holding. It holds what you put in it.
But hold on. So your bag of your snow is supposed to be water in the end? Did you plan on it? See, this is why I didn't ask questions earlier.
No, it stays snow, and you have to boil it. When it comes back out, it's still the same state.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So the 2 snowballs, those aren't for water. Those are for what? Like snowball fight
That-
later?
Yes.
Get
Okay.
someone's attention.
That was for when we get to like a hot tropical island or something, and Nadep's been doing all this stuff. I was gonna smack him,
You hit them with a snowball.
and he's gonna be like, "Where'd that come from?" Look, I
I
had a
don't know,
plan.
there's no
You
snow around
you guys
here.
have outed me. Now Nadep knows, so I'm gonna have to come up with something new. Thanks. I've been planning that for like 10 sessions.
I mean, look, you could have not told us your plan.
well, you
The
were
depths over
you
there
were
in the-
arguing about your bag of holding.
But the depths over there in the corner, I don't think he heard anything about the snowballs.
All right, we put it in her bag of holding, and let's.
Okay.
Next.
You have the claymore in the bag of holding.
All right. The elves. I probably should have tried to. Did the elves go after this thing at all? Or are
No,
they still
they're
here?
kind of standing there in shock of what happened.
All right.
So the claymore's in my bag of holding.
Yes.
Mhm.
You now have a 10-foot sword in your bag of holding.
I got a 10-foot sword. I must pull that out when I need to get keys from across the room.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
hey, we have a gift for the stone giants. If we ever go back
There
that
we
way.
go.
Actually, it would be perfectly sized for them.
All right. So with the elves, I want to talk to them. Like, yeah, this was a flesh golem. We've run into these before. This looks like it was the governor of this town.
This was not a flesh golem. This was not even close to it.
Oh really?
No.
All right.
Made it-
Flesh
A car?
golem looks like one creature.
A car? Do you know
Like,
what was going on with that?
When pieces are put into the flesh golem, they become part of it instead of being pieces.
Okay.
This was basically parts bolted together turned into a bigger creature.
Is this why the guy stole the arm that was in prison? Would be my thought. Okay.
When this creature spoke, did it speak through like a regular head, or was it like?
It had one main head.
It had one main head when it was talking, but when it was speaking in common, it was one of the newer heads talking.
Oh, so it has a conglomerated knowledge from whatever it's connected to.
Oh man.
And it
Alright.
has consumed people since Orm fell.
All right. I'm not in a hurry to get in a fight with that thing. I'm sure it'll be
Mm-mm.
back with more.
Did you see what it did to that wall?
I mean, Nadep's got that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure.
You say so.
This is where he pipes up with some kind of bluster. All right.
All right. So you're now the foyer here has cleared.
All right. Can we do some investigating in this room?
There's about
Yeah.
6 of the unconscious little guys on the ground, and 2 or 3 of them clustered around the room, hiding in corners.
Can we check out
Just
this?
if they're talking enough, the ones that are hiding will eventually bolt out one of the holes or doors.
All right. We're not messing with these guys up. Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Is there anything around the throne?
No.
Are there other
It looks
rooms?
like bodies are brought to him
Mm,
and presented to him.
all right. I want to. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm guessing what we saw previously with the firearm was a flesh golem.
Correct.
Okay. I was gonna say we could leave the door or the wall open enough to where it could get in here, but I think the thing would just.
Basically, the flesh golem is a purpose-built creation using
Mhm.
magic to make something out of the body parts. This thing looks like something accidentally came about the same thing.
Okay.
So
Might
they
hit.
have a lot of similar characteristics, but they're not the same thing.
Okay. Um, is there anything in this room that would indicate what this symbol means?
Whatever was in this room has been shredded, torn, ripped asunder, turned into places to lay down on, whatever.
Are there
This room has been heavily used.
are there other rooms? Other
There's
doors?
another set of doors going to the back.
All right. Um, 'Cause our
These doors look a lot like those big doors in the Dwarven City.
to the temple?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, how do we get in? I'm not,
We went through the front where the dangly bone.
We
thing
said
thingy.
we said open in Dwarven or something
oh
like that.
yes.
Oh, that one.
Let's try that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try open in ancient.
Nothing happens.
Is some uh, variant that these guys might. Is it open? I don't know if a car or anybody has checked the doors yet.
I'm gonna say open in Gnomish.
Nothing happens.
Say open in Dwarvish.
Anyone want to make a perception check to look at the doors?
Yes.
Sure.
It's Tala. You're the only one that notices that there is a slot in the door.
Is it a screw?
No. Slot like on the vault doors y'all have seen in the past.
Lot like in the vault doors. Oh. Oh. Really? So this requires a key attuned to somebody specifically. Here's my thought. Eve,
Yeah.
try the stick with one of our keys.
Okay. I try it.
Okay. Nothing happens with that.
Nothing's happening.
Can I try it with fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it with tons of other stuff now. Here we go.
All right. Nothing happens with fire.
Fire and the stick. Okay. Next.
Needip has most of them. What do you
Yeah.
want him to use?
Start with
Whatever
earth.
The one that works.
The door is made of ancient stone.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with earth.
All right. He uses his earth powers, and the door unlocks.
Hey, good job, Nadep.
Woo!
Look, what? You guys couldn't do that?
Yeah, there you go.
Where would you be if it wasn't for me? You'd be standing on this door for 3 hours.
The door opens up, and you're now in a hallway, kind of oval shaped, and there are arches all along the hallway.
Ooh, more doors.
Can we shut this door and lock it behind us?
You don't know?
I would like to try.
How are you going to lock it?
Well, I want to make sure everyone's inside, including the elves.
On the other side? Or where you're at currently?
We go in the doors.
And then close it? Okay.
Uh-huh. I just
You
don't
go
want
in
stuff
the door
following
and
us.
close it, and nothing happens special when you close it. It just closes.
Okay, maybe that'll fool them. Um. All right. All right. So what are we seeing in this room now?
It is a bunch of arches.
Arches. Eaves. Does this look like a temple?
Portal arches?
Portal
It
arch?
looks a lot like the portal room in the tree, but bigger.
Ooh. Do we
That's what
see?
it looks like.
In
Do,
fact, it looks so much like the one in the tree that it almost looks like the one in the tree is a copy of this room.
do we see a lot of keys or gemstones or anything?
Most of these doors are empty. They don't have receptacles or anything. They're receivers.
Okay. Is there one? Do I see anything written on them or anything that shows like this is the capital or this like if there were like city names on the map, does it match up with any of the portal locations?
You do not see any direct alignment that you noticed. It could be using some terminology or symbolism that you don't recognize yet.
Okay.
But the only thing you do notice, there are, it looks like 3 or 4 that have no, they have a receptacle, but no gems in them.
Can we look around the this area to see if we can find like a desk that has all the gems in them or like the
There's no furniture of any kind in here.
It still may not work right because our portals have been
well,
acting weird for us.
when were our portals acting weird?
When we weren't even into town yet, and it was like sputtering.
A portal?
Yeah.
Yes,
The
it was
key?
flickering in and out
Hmm.
When we used it
at
Send the
under
the
the
donkey through.
Giants camp.
yeah, when we sent the donkeys through and we switched out stuff, like we didn't go through, but it
Okay.
was sputtering in and out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, if
the
still
magical
if
strobe.
we can find some keys though, that could
No,
still
I,
set
I
us up.
agree. I'm not. I'm just trying to get. Hey, remember this kind of thing.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks like the majority's doors are designed to be two here only, and two here and from here to specific other spots.
Okay.
And this town is what they consider the gateway town. So it could be that there's no starting portals here, all the portals end here.
Okay.
But based on the lack of marking, your guess is also the people who use the portals know which portal goes where.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm having Valheim flashbacks. Yeah.
All right. There's no other doors or anything else in this area.
No. You notice that there is one large portal on the back wall. It's about wide enough for a cart to go through. A full-size four-wheeled cart with animals.
Okay. And no key there.
No.
Did
Based on what you're seeing, this is a reception only, so somewhere else is the ones that send.
hmm Okay. Did we in the other room there were no other doors or offices? It was like there was the lobby, then there was just this room. Is it just the
Mhm.
two?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the majority of this building is this room, and the
Okay.
walls are extra thick to this part of the room.
That symbol on the map is a symbol for portals.
Okay. Okay.
And nearly every town has those symbols on it. And you even notice a couple of those symbols out in the middle of nowhere in the desert.
All right. So we're not using portals. Are we leaving the city now?
Our goal is still to get to the center, isn't it?
Well, we have to leave this city to go towards the center.
Yeah.
I guess I keep getting confused about city, town, whatever.
We're in a
Bas-
kingdom. We're in a kingdom, so we have to go
Yeah.
to the center of the kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave the
Yeah.
portal room now.
Just um yes, but I want to be on high alert, looking around for these Little scavengers.
The ones that drop dead are starting to get back up.
Okay. Okay. And
One of the elves walks over, pours a flask on one of them, and walks off as it bursts into flames.
okay, yeah, that's the thing. Um, how many people did you try sending in?
Well, we're D team. Teams A, B, and C all disappeared.
Gotcha. Mm. There's still hope if they didn't.
You turn the fan back on.
Of course,
Shut
So
the door.
we've lost contact with 12 people.
okay.
Although, at last contact we had, 4 of them were still alive, but they could not escape somehow. They had managed to find ways in.
And from what we saw, the flesh golem chasing, that didn't look like any of your friends. They look like
The thing with the
scavengers.
firearm,
Yeah, with the firearm.
it looks like a single monster. It doesn't look like people.
No, I mean the thing that it was chasing. It was chasing two figures.
Oh, it was chasing the little scrawny things.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Just making sure. Okay. Um, do you know where they entered? Like if we got the map here, do you know where your other teams went through, or did they go through here also?
We came from the north.
Okay. I mean, we're all, I think, heading towards the center, so hopefully
I
we'll.
believe teams A and B went straight in. C went around to the west, and we went to the east.
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I hope your folks are still alive. I don't know. I don't know there's much we can do as far as contacting them. Magic's probably gonna
Yes,
go.
all of our attempts to message have failed.
Yeah, magic here is very wonky, very wild.
I think I've begun to notice that.
Hmm. All right, so we're planning on setting out just around what, noon now, I guess.
Yeah, let's say it's noon.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna be heading out into the desert to try to get to Orm, to the
Okay.
center.
As you start traveling towards the edge of town, you notice less and less bodies and things like that, and less buildings and more snow. And you can see a bunch of frozen trees. It looks like before the winter came, this place was nice still.
Hmm. Not a desert.
It only looks like a desert from the outside.
Uh, um,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Um, so talking to the elves again while we're on the road. Car's gonna be looking for some food as we go. If you guys mind helping out, we're gonna be running short on rations soon.
Based on the map, you're only about 1 day's travel from the next slightly larger town.
All right.
And it looks like each of the gate towns has a slightly larger town next to it.
All right. Well, I've got nothing else. I'm gonna shut up. I'll let, I guess maybe a car run the exploration mode.
Yeah. I guess while we're traveling to the next town, I'll just keep an eye out for any type of tracks or anything like that.
You'll make it through the rest of the day without anything strange or bad going on. You can, in the distance, see the ruins of the town ahead.
Do we want to get some cover for the night, or do we want to try to make a hole in case the wind comes?
Does it look like there's a building somewhere in the town that we can get into?
You're in between two towns right now.
Oh, so it like
Well,
took us all that time just to get halfway?
Mhm.
Okay, never mind.
Sometime midday tomorrow, you'll make it to town.
Alright.
Can
Yeah, I'd say
go
we
ahead.
go ahead and make our little normal hobbit hole, just in case.
All right.
Let's double up on watch too.
Yeah.
All right. Throughout everyone taking their watch, in the distance, they can hear animals howling, creatures making maniac sounds, and then occasionally the roar of something sounding like those golems.
Alright.
Well, there are creatures around.
And very few of you get much sleep during the night because there's so much noise going on.
Wow.
But morning arrives. And the snow is falling again. Blizzard-like conditions.
Oh, fun. Guess we
It's
continue
making
on.
distance visibility pretty weak.
Okay.
All right. You are now at the outskirts of the next town. This one is in a very bad state of disrepair. The drafts and mounds of snow are still here, and there's a section of the town where something very large smashed every building in a path. The path is about 60 feet across, and the damage is about 80 feet across. And every building along that path was just turned to dust. And a section of the ground is gone in each of those sections, too.
I'm gonna turn to our elves that are following us and ask them if that might be the creature that they're here for.
Most certainly. It
I
looks
thought
like it's
so.
not digging deep, though. Normally, it would run underground.
Uh, any reason why it wouldn't?
They go and examine the path that it left, and at one of the spots in the path, the ground is burnt.
Interesting.
And you can feel heat welling up from the lowest spot.
Uh, that would make sense.
And he looks around and is like, is this whole area filled with lava underneath?
I don't know. Maybe. That's my first time being here.
What do you think, Nita?
He's too busy staring at the rocks that have been disturbed.
Hmm.
There's occasionally like, ooh, that's a little bit of ore, and that's a little bit of this, and his dwarven curiosity is getting the better of him right now.
Interesting.
Hmm.
But I think it would be safe to assume.
And they say, and that's the case, then the creature may be more dangerous than usual. Normally, it prefers to hide underground and doesn't like to confront, but without it being able to dig deep, it's on the surface, which means it's weak.
This is
As weak
weak.
as something its power can be.
I'm a little freaked out that we've been hiding from this thing in the ground in the past.
On top of the logma. Don't dig deep.
Yeah.
Because the creature's probably about 80 feet across, a couple 100 feet long.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Basically, it looks like one of the big sand dune worms from Dune.
Hmm. Dune. All right.
But you are on the outskirts of the town. It looks like the thing came through the town and did not find what it was looking for. It leveled a lot of the town, and the town is now basically just coated in snow and ice.
Okay. Core, can I see that map real quick?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to look at the map and see if there's a symbol like the last town in this
Yes.
town, and I want to see if that building is still standing, and so we can go and kind of check that out
All
and
right.
see if.
You see about half the building in the distance.
Hey, yeah, that's the portal building. You guys want to go and check that out
Yeah,
while we're here?
sure. Lead on.
Cool. Let's go.
All right. Y'all find a bunch of frozen and dead creatures in the ice. A lot of the little scrawny things, even one or two of the big multi-piece things. And there's one of the big golems in the ice too.
Core, do you feel a pull to this golem's arm? I'm
Uh,
wondering how he creates the fire. Is
sure.
why.
Is there anything to that train of thought? But
You do not feel the pull.
okay, might be some kind of construct some other way.
And besides the fact that you can't notice anything because it's in a block of ice currently.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, he's not thawing out. I think if his stone was there, it would thaw out.
Yeah, that's good. Good line of reasoning. Cool. I just thought.
It's a good thought.
Yeah, I just want to keep on heading towards the building.
You notice the way the golem is laying. In front of it is one of the bigger multi-part beasts that's laying on the ground, and half of it's already been consumed by fire, but then it was frozen.
That's odd. Unless it froze pretty quickly, I would assume.
It's like a wave of ice just enveloped them instantly in the middle of combat.
Very concerning. But yeah, that must have been the wind from the other night.
They're right on the outskirts of the damage that the worm made. So it may have done it to them directly based on where they're at.
Ah, true. Yeah.
It looks like they were fighting right around the area of the library of the portal room.
Gotcha.
Possible they were even in the portal room. It's hard to tell.
So we don't see any remnants of the portal room itself, or
You have to climb through a bunch of debris, but you can get in there.
It's like half a building.
Well, let's check it out. I mean,
All right, you climb through, and you notice the glowing blue aura of a portal.
oh boy.
The portal is filled almost to the top with ice, but the portal is still open.
Dad, you want to melt the ice?
We don't need. He doesn't need to use magic.
Winky, can you use your hammer to break the ice?
Try.
Make sure you hang on to it because we don't know where that portal goes.
I'm sure if his hammer went through that portal, Winky would dive through regardless.
All right,
Wow,
you
did you
smack
just
the
roll that
ice.
twice and got the same exact thing?
Yeah, that's funny. You smack the ice with all your strength and manage to shatter a good portion of it.
Do it again.
You swing again.
Yeah.
All right, that time you hit it with all of your might, and you manage to destroy most of the rest of the ice. Most of it goes flying through the portal.
Sorry.
Does sound travel through portals?
Not that y'all have experienced so far.
And I
Just-
wouldn't know that either. I was just, that's just what I would
It's-
do.
It was more of like a curiosity. It was like, wait a second.
All right.
Hand starts reaching through the portal.
Do they look
It's-
healthy?
yeah.
No, it looks like it's made of about 5 or 6 different arms.
Ooh. I want to get in position to be able to take the key out, but I want to see a little bit more come through.
This portal is a receiving portal.
No key.
Oh, it's no key. Ah. Well, Winky, you're standing right in front of it. I don't know if that's where you want to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
And now the arm is almost fully out, and its head is starting to come out. It's trying to squeeze itself through the portal.
Anyone want to put the ice back?
Don't think that's an ability anyone has.
We're stuck. What happens happens.
Yep.
Let's get ready.
Hello.
He's like, nope.
Smack its
You
hand,
hit
Winky.
because- You hit because it can't move. It's pinned basically to you.
Smack its hand, Winky. Make it go back to the other side. Let's play
need-
whack-a-mole.
I mean, we need fire if it's anything like we've run into before. Although I can't imagine Divine Lance isn't going to do anything. He's got to do something. Kylie, if you're trying to talk, you're muted, sweetie.
I'm not. I wasn't even moving my mouth, Dad. So
You're moving your mouth right now.
Oh, the damage isn't in there.
and I unmuted. I don't know where my damage is. That's what I was looking for.
It was 97.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
Now, just do a 4d4 plus your spell casting modifier, so plus your is it wisdom modifier, I think?
Yeah, it's whispering. Plus. I think I remember how to do it.
Ooh.
You managed to cause one of the hands on it to break apart.
I did something, so.
Got it.
And now the other arm is starting to pull out, and it's starting to pull its entire body through now.
Winky, smack whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole.
I'll whack it.
You hit. Roll
No
damage.
kidding. No kidding.
All right, you manage to do some more damage to the hand, but when the electricity ripples through it, it suddenly moves really fast and pulls its entire body out and stands up roaring.
Oh, what'd you do?
Hey, you told me to do it.
Not make it supercharged. All right. I'm gonna start off with the hello.
Right. Yeah.
Are
It
you?
always works. It always works.
You
Behold
notice that its face is frozen solid.
the.
It
Well,
looks like
that's
it was
sad.
Oh,
probably shoved in the ice when the portal froze.
okay. I was gonna do the whole princess bit again. Whew. I don't think you can hear me.
Winky broke the ice that was encasing it.
Okay. Uh, is this another one of the just limb amalgamations, or is this a?
This is just a freaky mess of people glued together, basically.
All right.
Except for this one, all of the faces on it are snarling.
It's probably just feral.
They're frozen, snarling.
No, the main face is frozen. All the other
Oh.
faces are snarling.
Y'all got any of them vials?
Do we have any way to restrain this guy besides rope?
I don't think it would really work because it's about 12 feet tall.
Bunch of different little pieces of things. So
You got manacles.
And as it bellows, you
It's
can
got
hear
more
other
limb.
bellows resounding out to it from the town.
No, stop it.
just let it like everybody like back up to like a wall and it'll get out and just run away and
Yeah,
whatever.
it'll run away.
Maybe.
Do we want to try cracking the ice off its head?
Go for
I
it.
smack it. I smack it with the blunt end of my hatchet to try to crack the ice off his face, and then
Make an attempt.
dance backwards. Hey ya!
You swing, and it catches your mace, your back end.
Uh,
Make an athletics check.
man, I was about to do my dread boon or give it a go. All right, athletics.
Mm-hmm. All right, you managed to not lose grip of your axe as he
Oh,
chunks you and your axe out of the building.
out of the building. Cool.
That's what I wanted that thing to do.
Cor just sailed about 15 feet away.
Did I land in snow at least?
Yes.
Okay.
And it turns around. It's basically ignoring y'all, and it is waiting, and you see another hand start to come through.
Oh, great.
And it's starting to pull the other through.
It's starting to pull it back.
No, the hand that just came through the portal, another hand. And now
Yeah,
it's pulling that hand out.
You think we should just kind of head out, guys?
So I was saying, move
I'm
against the
already
wall.
out.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing that seems to bother these things are the flesh golems.
That's like, yeah, let it through. Let it deal with this world as it is, and then maybe we can see if there's anything on that other side of that portal that's worthwhile.
Do we want to try to break that flesh golem out of its block of ice? Just let them kind of duke it out.
Poke my head up
I
from the
mean-
snow and I was like, it sounds like a good idea, but we're gonna be in the middle of that.
I mean, unless we can like do something that sets it on a time, like
We got.
do a timer.
We probably have 10 seconds. What are we doing?
Well, right now, Cor, you're the closest to the flesh golem.
Fun. All right. I hear Car's brilliant idea. And Hatala's griping, and I'm just gonna go smack on the flesh golem and then we'll see if we all die. Do I need to?
You do have fire powers on command,
As I was about to say,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should
Let's
be able to do this easily.
let's do that.
and they're not magic.
Do this one?
No, that one.
Hold on.
Okay,
That one, but better.
I was just in the snow. I got to warm up a little bit.
you managed to produce a small flame.
Huh.
You gonna try again?
Yes. What's up? There it is. You got to stoke the fire. Like it's nippy out today.
All right. You have managed to burn down through the ice to where the flaming hand is,
Okay.
and you basically set the hand on fire.
Sweet. Uh, can I? Oh, how big is this thing?
It's about 12 to 15 feet tall.
We need to move. Let's
I-
go. Like
I-
it can free itself. Now, right? Because it's got flame in hand. Let's go.
Can it? Is it activated?
You don't know yet.
I thought you said it was fired up.
No, I burnt his hand.
You
Okay.
might have enough time to try one more time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I'm warmed up now.
All right. This time
Alright.
you produce a huge gout of flame that completely melts all the ice around the flesh golem.
Okay.
And as the ice melts away, it melts away off of the other creatures, the flesh monster as well. And it starts scrambling backwards immediately as the golem stands up, its hand roars into flame, and it just and incinerates the thing as it screams. And the two that are now by the portal hear that and start charging that direction.
And there I am standing there. Now what a car! What do I? Ah!
Get away
back,
from the flame!
get back here to the portal room for now.
All right, I'm gonna a little duck and dodge and getting out of the way.
All right. You can hear the sounds of them battling.
All right, that was your plan, right? A car,
Yeah.
nailed it.
Any of me and my enemy is my friend.
All right.
Like that thing?
While I did that, what were you guys doing? Did you guys figure out what we were doing in here?
We just were making sure you didn't die. That's
Yeah.
what we were doing that whole time.
We were watching
Uh,
really. We were observing really, really hard to make sure that you were okay.
Good job,
Our
guys.
observation skills are
Guys.
top notch.
I think now we need to see what's on the other end of this portal.
All right, we're hopping through.
There's not much other way to try it. Check it out. Is there?
Do you need me to
Just
go
pop
first?
You just pop through and then you go, "Where am I?"
Well, remember, they crawled through from the top of the portal.
Oh,
Oh, if I try to put my hand through, what happens?
You put your hand through.
Why not?
Okay. Make a fortitude save.
Oh crap! That. Take off 2 from that.
30.
You stick your hand through, and it hurts extremely bad, but you pull it out real quick, and your fingers are almost like they're twisted to the side, like they ran into a brick wall.
Okay.
Oh,
But
how hard?
thankfully, nothing's actually broken. You just basically hyper sprang them a little bit.
Like when a basketball hits your fingers?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I hate that.
Yes. You flexed them ways they're not supposed to flex. And
I don't-
the wind is freezing cold now. It's ice on the other side.
I don't think we're getting through that, so let's go. Carry on.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
is there another door that we can leave from?
There
Can we
are
go out
several
the
arches
back
that are left, but there is a bunch of broken arches in the area.
But I mean, is there a way out that's not into combat? Is what I think he's.
Yeah, but once you mentioned portals, I do want to scan around for keys.
You do not find any keys, but you do see one of the receptacles broken off the portal.
Put that in the bag.
Yeah, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, put it in the bag.
All right. And at this point, you now hear some of the fighting is stopped because there now appears to be only one more of the monsters left.
Hmm. This all right.
So Charles, the portals inside these things, they're not acting funky or
No,
sputtering or anything like that.
no.
Okay.
Maybe they were keyed to work properly
Do
here.
do we have? Yeah, that's a very good point. Do we have a key that would be that one of these receptacles could take for it with us, or do we only have the one that turns a doorway into a?
Well, the one that turns any door into a key can still be put in a regular receptacle.
But that
So is
just
there one
goes.
that we could test that with?
You could stick the tree key into here.
That
I
takes us
just
to the
There
tree.
is a single portal that is available.
Is that going to activate the tree, or is that going to activate the other end of this portal?
our key is keyed to our tree.
Okay.
Correct. If you put it into there's one portal that has a empty socket.
But we're not trying to leave just yet, right?
I want to see what the portal looks like. I want to see if
Okay,
it
yeah.
can work.
Cool. I'll slam it in. I have the key, right?
I'm
You were
wondering
the
if
last one
these.
to win, I think.
Yeah. I got the
I'm
hold the
wondering
door
if,
thing too.
Yeah.
wonder if
You
these
put
portals work.
the key into the
inside.
portal, and it flares up, and immediately it is flashing and flitzing and cutting on and off.
All right, I'll take it
It's
back
even
out.
worse than it was last time.
I take it back out. It looks like it's just portals inside worm gonna work. Nothing outside the boundary.
So it's that makes sense.
All right, so we bagged the block and we're bouncing.
Yep.
But yeah,
Bounce.
Okay. As you get to the, you're sneaking around basically the side is trying to get past them. You notice that the golem has just finished off the last of the flesh monsters, and has burned it to a crisp as well.
Go golem. Don't look at me.
It stops, stands up, and starts looking around.
I feel like it's not going to care about us. I mean,
You want to test that out?
I'm not going to go over there and try, but I just feel like it has a job, and that job has nothing to do with us.
I feel like its
Well,
job
I mean, if
is.
you wanted to test it out, you could get its attention and then go invisible.
Look, I'm not saying there's no need to test this. Let's move on. That was just a thought of.
I want to put out
things.
my theory to you, and that is the king went crazy and set everything else to kill all the subjects. So
Right.
all the golems. So now we're here. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to ignore us. I think it's set to kill everything that's not. I mean,
Not.
I could
not-
try the whole it's the princess again, but
No, I got no need to deal with the thing. I'm telling you that. Like it was just a theory.
do you want to be the princess?
Why are you making this about some kind of concocted plan? It was just a theory.
All right.
Onward.
We're bouncing.
Yeah.
This was a whole conversation as we were running away.
Yeah.
As y'all are running away, Nita says, like, the other thing had a royal symbol on it.
The flesh golem?
What thing had a royal symbol on it?
Yeah, the fire thingy.
Okay. So
Does that mean we need to go back and talk to it now, Core?
no, I feel like it's just more credence to my theory.
I feel like we'll
Okay.
see more. I don't think that will be the last
I
one.
mean, do you want to be the pretty princess and go talk to it?
Does it seem like I've been wanting to do that?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Eve, you can continue to be princess.
Okay, thanks.
You get your power sorted?
Who? Me?
Her power thing is
Oh,
weird.
Eve, did you get your power sorted?
My what?
computer.
Your
What?
charger.
Computer.
Oh yeah, we're on
It's
29%. I was on 1% for a good like.
yeah. She sent me a
Well,
picture of it
it
on
died.
1%.
It died, and I was watching the stream, and like my thing just froze, and I was like, okay. So
Okay.
To the next town, guys.
This town is fairly large. There's a lot more town left.
We got to make it through the town. Does there look like there's any place that maybe we went to the portal place, but is there another is there a mayoral area or
There's a
somewhere we
lot
can
of
get more
buildings.
information?
Some type of bank or
Or does it even
vault.
matter? I
Yeah.
mean, our goal is the
Good job,
center. I mean,
Akar. I was gonna say that for Nadef, but you got it covered.
what did he say?
A
Some
bank.
type
Oh.
of bank or a vault or armory or things like that. I mean, they gotta have some way to
I feel like they don't really need money. I don't know why, but this society's pretty messed up.
All right.
Well, it was once a booming
Core.
society.
You notice something slightly strange.
Uh-oh.
There are 2 towers in the outskirts of town. It looks like there may have been a third, but the towers are extremely tall and they have platforms at the top.
Do I see airships?
You do not.
All right. Well, there's got to be
But you
a.
do see ship mooring things on the little
Look.
platforms.
There's
Do
got
they
to
have
be.
gates up in the sky for these things to come through so they don't get burned up?
There's got to be like a how-to instruction book on how to fly these things there. We
How
have
are
to
we
go to
getting
these
them out?
towers. We're going to go to the tower and check it out.
But how are we
They
gonna
might
get
have
it?
like
If
a
we find an
little
airship,
mini
how are we
craft
flying it out?
that's just big. That's what the book's
Straight
there
up.
for. You just read the book and it tells you how to fly, and then we fly.
Okay. Do you feel any pulls toward anything right
Yes,
now?
absolutely.
I mean,
Those
To this
towers.
tower.
It's
Strong
like-
pull. Strong pull. Huge.
Okay, well, he felt the pull,
Hey,
guys.
no kidding. If he feels a pull, I'm going with him. I trust these pulls.
You
Every
are
time.
surprised that you do not feel any pull anywhere around you.
Yeah, but-
It's like magnets, just the strongest magnets you can think of. Just
Sorry.
yeah, there's no pool here, guys. I just really want to check out this tower. I'm sorry, Winky.
He just left.
It's like,
The tower has a spiral staircase going to the top, and
All
it's
right.
about 100 feet tall.
Okay, there's a lot of this place has been busted up and everything. Does it look like structurally sound or
This is made of
Being a
ancient
concern.
stone.
okay.
I'm already running.
Okay.
And
I'm already
the
sprinting up
spiral
the
is
stairs.
outside or inside the
On the
building?
outside, there's a spiral on the outside.
All right, so we may be giving ourselves away if we go up this thing.
I'm already sprinting.
Yeah, but on the other hand, we'll get a nice view of the area. I mean,
That's true.
that-
I'm true.
a lot of the stuff that we've come into contact with has often ignored us because it seems a lot of the stuff is feral and
all right.
so
let's hike up this tower.
Okay. Y'all make it to the top of the tower without anything going strange or wrong. At the top of the tower, it looks like a dock house you would see on the water.
And there is an airship there just for us.
No,
Uh,
nothing is moored at this station.
a
And it
rowboat
looks
or
like
a
the station's
dinghy,
been
any kind of.
abandoned for a long time.
a rowboat airship.
A flying canoe.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, there we go.
It's actually
All
got a
right,
big- it's
the
actually got a
GM
big
said that there
balloon
is
on
a
it.
flying canoe.
All I can think of right now is Treasure Planet. All the stuff they had in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Just moorings, yes.
Hmm.
Is there a
Um,
book? Corey, you were looking for a book, right? Where's the book at that you were talking about?
The warehouse has been thoroughly ransacked.
Corey, where's the book, man? You said there's a book up here.
Look, someone's been stacking it with rams. Give me a second. Can we inspect the piles?
I'm gonna go look around the area and try to, scope out.
Yeah. Okay, is there anything still usable here? Any supplies or?
Nothing that you see.
All right. I do want to look back down the stairs to see if there's anything coming up behind us.
I'm looking for books.
Good job, Hatala. On point. There were 31 books.
Hey guys, do you guys see that over there?
Is it a book? Because I'm looking for books right now.
No,
No. Look
Or
over
said
there.
there's a book.
Look over at this. Look over at the golem, the flesh golem. Do you see that lady?
we'll go
What?
check it out. Let's look.
Like there's a lady
Yeah.
with the flesh golem?
Yeah, there's a woman over there. I don't know what she's doing. She's doing something to it.
It could be the sister.
Ooh. You want me to just? We can say I can shout out hello to her from up here.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all are like
We're way
100
up
plus
here.
feet to the side and over 100 feet up.
I mean, I was gonna yell really loud.
You can shout if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try.
I'll just yell out in
Hello!
ancient. Hello! Oh, oh.
I got a feeling whoever this is probably speaks like everything. If it's the sister.
Yeah.
She seems like she's like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
When you shout, the person turns, looks at you, finishes up what she's doing, and then darts off into the rubble somewhere out of view.
Bye, Felicia.
You scared her.
You know her name?
I mean, that's just the name of the person we saved earlier in the campaign. So I just we left. I was finally saying bye to her.
Oh, okay. You're just wrapping up
Yeah.
that quest line. Cool.
From months ago.
The Eritane and Kairos quest line.
Yes, that is what that was.
Yes.
Were they here for the finish of that?
I believe
I don't
so.
remember.
I feel like
I
they
think
were.
so.
Yeah, I feel like that all kind of wrapped up.
I watched that episode. They were not there.
Oh,
Really?
bummer.
Anyways,
Like
there's nothing of value up here. It has been thoroughly ransacked by someone.
All right, all right.
How far is it from the other tower? Like
From up here, you can see the other tower, and it looks like it has been burned in a fire.
Yeah, because I was gonna try to avoid having to climb that tower too, if at all possible.
Can we?
From where you're sitting, you can see there used to be a third, but it has fallen over.
Can we? I mean, can we just take a quick gander, get a lay of the land?
Yes, you can see all of the town perfectly from up here.
Okay.
You
Is
now
there a-
see the flesh golem walking off looking for more things to kill.
All right. To the group, I would like to go try to make contact with this person. I know they're hiding. I would like to leave letters posted in various places.
Like A, B, C.
Yes, you got my
Okay.
method down.
All right. We got to do them in the way that we're traveling so they can follow them.
Sure.
Okay.
The last place you saw her was near the portal room again.
Yeah, let's head back to the portal room and avoiding the golem.
Okay. You head back to the portal room. On the way there, you see one of the little things scamper by and the golem chasing after it.
When we see this, like, how far away is this from us?
Like a street over.
Okay.
Get him, Goldie. That's what I named the golem, by the way, guys.
Okay.
I feel like he's on our side.
You
I mean, you
notice
got to be careful
when it passes
naming
by,
things.
you notice that golem looks like it's in better condition now.
Hmm.
Is that because it has been free for a while, or because secret lady was like
I
healing it up.
yeah, I'm sure we're all thinking the theory that it's the sister, the royal sister, and she was able, since it had the royal mark, it was able to heal it.
Well, but why? What is the purpose? That's what I'm wondering
Maybe
now.
she has the same purpose as us. She's trying to take down the king.
Maybe.
Or maybe she's just old and wants everybody to stay off her lawn.
To
All
the
right.
portal room. Let's leave our A.
All right. You get to the portal room, and you see her standing there.
I want to say
Hello.
hello. Hello.
She says greetings in ancient.
All right. I respond.
She says it in proper ancient.
Oh, good.
We were gonna leave a letter for you.
Yeah, this is much easier. Hello.
Who
Are
are
you?
you?
Wait, does she understand me?
She's only speaking in ancient right now.
Like
Okay.
hello.
You don't know.
Like, do you know what happened here?
Yes.
In Orm as a whole?
The machine. The machine damned everyone to eternity.
Is this in the center?
Yes.
Is there a way to fix it?
I do not know. I have tried. I cannot get there.
What dangers could we face going there? We want to help.
Loss of your mind and soul.
That
We're already halfway there.
okay. Um, are you the sister of Prince Orminium?
Take it you've met my idiot brother.
Yes.
Never
Both of
seen that
them,
movie.
He
actually.
was there with your other brother and uncle, but he was the only one that could really talk at the time.
Yeah. If you call it that.
We don't know if his other brother could talk because he was
Is he
passed
still
out.
have him buried in the dirt?
Yeah.
Well, he deserved it.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Um, have you left Orm at all, or have you always been here?
No one can.
Have you had
My guess
children?
is y'all can't either anymore.
No. All right. Well, we got to fix this problem. Um, do you have any theories on how to fix or to get to the machine?
Is there a book in one of the towers that tells us how to do it? Oh yeah, I can't speak this language. So
You're trying. I'm sorry. She wants to know if there are any books in the tower. Specifically, she has a really big obsession with airships. If you could give us all instructions on how to fly airships, that would also probably help.
I haven't seen one of them in centuries.
Mm. We saw one a couple of months back near an old dwarven stronghold to the south, a lonely mountain stronghold.
I have a spell that may help you, but you may not like it.
Okay, what's the spell?
I can't go there because I'm already there, but I can send you back to when this all happened.
Back in time.
But you're not really there. It'll be like a shadow to you.
that's the plot of that movie.
Y'all will be like ghosts, not there, not able to interact, only to observe.
Hmm. So like a
I was
dream
not there
walking.
when whatever happened, so I do not know how to make it unhappen.
Would we be walking in memories, or is this just during that time?
I don't know for sure. Based on the magics I've studied over the years, I think you might be walking through memories, or it may actually be the past. But it's
Okay.
not real, so it's only an illusion of it. It's similar to the magic that protects Orm from outsiders,
Okay.
and it only works because of these portals.
Okay. Uh, let me fill my group
I
in.
can only cast this spell once.
All right. I'll pass the word to the whole group of what's going on. Um,
Oh,
Are we
okay.
going to be in
So
any danger? Or are we going to be able to return?
Technically, you won't be there, and when the condition of the spell is met, you will automatically return.
Okay.
Or you may have to physically come back to the portal to return. I do not know for sure. Because when the spell goes, you will step through the portal and go back in time or in memory, and then you'll have to travel from there.
All right. Um.
Are you telling
or
us this?
Well,
so what's the part that
yeah, I'll fill
about it
you
that
in.
we don't like?
The portal. We can't go through the portal. I hurt my hand.
Hmm.
Um. So I filled them in on that. Also, have you seen anyone else here? Any other elves, or have you seen any perhaps people that are wearing robes that look like cultists?
No one that survives for long.
Right. The cultists are bad people. We would like to try to save the elves if we can. Again, we're not here to hurt or harm anyone. We just want to help.
Well, the only way to help is to stop the machine, which will kill everyone.
Would that kill you as well?
Most likely.
Hmm. All right.
But I've been alive for 2,600 years. I don't really care to continue.
All right. I mean, this is all bad juju going on around here. Um, I'll take a quick poll of my group, and I
Did
myself
she
will volunteer for this if no one else. But
did she say kill everyone? Does that include the people that haven't died yet, or does that is the people that have already died? Because
I'm gonna say
everyone would include
ev-
us.
everything here that's messed up needs to be corrected.
Oh, I agree with that.
If that takes my life, fine.
Okay. Well,
That's how I feel.
I'm a self
You've been mostly
preservationist.
dead most of the time I've known you, so I don't really.
Oh, I know, and I don't really want to go back there. You know, I just got to where I'm feeling pretty good. I want to enjoy it for a little bit longer.
I mean, I don't think you can leave anyway. I don't think you can leave with the machine on. So you're either stuck here forever in this hellscape, or you chance what happens when we cut the machine off. We'll know more doing this thing. I mean, it's not like
yeah,
this thing is going to make us not. Let's see what happened.
True.
so we all going for it.
I want to go.
I'm in.
I want to. I want
Man,
to feel like a ghost. That'd be cool.
you want to do it, Winky? Eve? Eve barely nodded her head, and then she flicked me off.
Well, she's a little intimidated. There's another princess here, so just give her some time.
It was my thumb.
No, there was more.
Whatever.
I only
You were
saw the
scratching.
thumb.
You were scratching your nose, but you weren't using this finger.
Are y'all ready?
Wow, what a big
Yes,
deal.
I'll talk to her and let her know that we're ready. What's gonna happen to us while we're out? Elves, are you going too, or are you gonna stay and protect us?
They have no interest in finding out what's around here.
All right, will you protect our body while
I think our bodies. Wait, whatever.
whatever happens, I, you know, hopefully we
Okay.
come back. Deuces.
All right. She starts weaving a spell, and as the spell weaves, you can see the portal that's open start to flicker and flutter, and the spell starts wrapping around the portal, and this you can hear a sound of something breaking in the distance, and now the portal is a different color.
Do we go through it?
And it doesn't look like the portals you're used to. It looks like a shimmering doorway of a different kind.
I'm going.
Yep, I'll follow Hatala.
All right. Y'all step through the portal, and y'all are in the same room you just stepped through.
When we turn around, what does the portal look like?
There's no portal there anymore.
No archway or anything?
You're just sitting in a giant empty room.
But it's so nothing's destroyed.
Nope, it's perfect.
All right. So we gotta get to where we can see some stuff. So are we like if I go to a wall, do I go through it?
You can feel the ancient stone.
Okay.
Right.
Can I fly?
No, you're still stepping and walking.
Dang it.
All right. All right. So we need to go. Let's go out the door and to the airship pillars and take a boat to the capital city and
Well, I mean, yeah, we gotta get
observe.
their
Yeah,
flag. We gotta
and
get there
might
as
as well
fast as
observe
possible.
how everything works while we.
Okay. You step outside and you're in the middle of a bustling city street.
Hmm.
There are people everywhere. You can probably see about 100 or 200 people wandering around, but everyone's faces are kind of distorted, like you're looking at them through water.
Okay.
Would if we stand by somebody and they walk towards us, do they just like poof through us kind of thing?
You can feel them hit you and feel them kind of being unbalanced, but at the same time, they pass almost through you.
Okay.
It's like you can affect them, but they don't really seem to notice. It just kind of like throws them off balance a little bit. And the best explanation is it feels like the perturbances in water. And the air feels very thick where you're walking, like you can almost feel yourself almost swimming through the air.
Well, let's get to where we're going.
You look around and you do not see any towers.
Poop.
Well, there goes the book idea.
Wait. So when were the towers made? This is when the thing happened. I'm confused.
Well, remember, the machine was turned on and they lived happily for a few hundred years.
Yeah, but I thought we were going to see how this happened.
How the machine turned on.
Oh, this is before. So the machine.
The machine is the source of all problems, but it didn't happen immediately.
Okay. Well, we got to get to where the machine is, right?
Mhm.
Let's go.
Let's check the
Will,
map.
are you talking to us, buddy? Because we can't hear you.
I was gonna say it's probably in the center of everything.
All right. You notice that there are a couple of wagons and carriages moving about the streets, and one of them there's a section of the town that looks like it's towards where y'all were heading. And there's a station where wagons are loading up cargo.
I mean,
How
can we
far?
ride? Can we ride with them or ride them ourselves? I'm confused about what we're able to do and
Are
interact
they
with.
going towards portals, maybe?
I don't
No,
know if
they're
we
actually
want to go through a
traveling.
portal.
They're traveling from the portal?
No, they're just heading down the road.
He didn't say anything about a portal.
They're transporting goods between towns. That's what I'm assuming.
Maybe
Because
we.
it's still a bustling city. It's back in the past.
Does it seem
So
like it's heading? No, this is the town that we were in previously, and we need to get to the capital still.
Yes.
Yeah, are they heading towards the capital?
It looks like they're heading in the direction you were heading before y'all went through this time portal.
All
Okay,
right.
so we need to get on that and ride with them.
Yeah, they've almost finished loading it up.
And there's no airships.
Now, before the machine was activated, this was an ordinary kingdom.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm up for riding this cart.
catch a ride.
All right, they finished loading up and they're hooking up all the animals and making sure they're fed and ready to go.
Hitch a ride.
Do you climb up in the back?
Boy, yeah.
All right. It takes a little effort, like you have to concentrate on touching the wagon, but you can climb up it.
we have to concentrate while sitting or being on the
Once
wagon?
you've done something, you don't have to maintain it.
We
Okay.
lose concentration and we just
Well,
fall
I
through.
mean that is the thing for some spells though. That's
No,
why
no, I
was-
totally get it, but I'm just imagining you just sit there and then Winky falls through.
yeah. One of us gets tired and falls asleep and.
No, that's when you're sitting there. You kind of get sleep. You wake up and there's a person standing there. Ah, you're awake.
no, not this cutscene. It takes forever.
Your face starts changing.
All right, the wagon sets off and everybody's riding with it, and it takes them about half a day to get to the next town. It's not quite the center based on the map you studied previously, but you're very close. You can see in the distance a large castle. They stop and they start unloading boxes.
Try to go for the castle.
Yeah.
You can see another wagon that is almost finished being loaded in the same direction.
Ooh. Let's, catch a
Catch
ride.
a ride.
All right, y'all hop up on that wagon, and finally, after another few hours, you're at the outskirts of the fortified citadel at the center of the map.
Did we already check to see if we still had our same bodies, or if this is someone else's body? Or are we just
We're
No
like
one-
ghosts.
we're
I
just
look
floating
over at Cora as he
apparitions?
says that. I look over
You're
at
not
Cora.
floating, you're walking,
Well, yes. I just,
but you still look like you're you as far as you can tell. But when
Okay.
you look at each other, y'all are very indescript.
okay.
You look almost like shadows of yourselves.
Hmm.
Yeah, you look like Cora, but you kind of fuzzy.
When
Is that the beard?
when
I
y'all
don't
look
know,
at
it's just
me, do
fuzzy.
y'all see anything else with me?
Can we see it?
Ooh.
Can you see the Queleth?
You
That
can
extra
see
shadow.
there is a four-legged creature perched on her shoulder.
I wish I didn't ask.
It is actively looking at all of y'all.
Creepy.
Shoo. Shoo.
You should name it Hatala.
I'm not giving it the same name as me.
No, I didn't.
I have to say that was a great one, though. Oh,
Oh, dad jokes.
Does
Gotta
it
love
look evil?
Yes, it's evil. It's a Queleth.
I'm just examining it.
All right. Now we're. Well, I don't think it matters too much because it's stuck inside of you. I was gonna say we're showing it the answers that it wants. I don't know how.
Are we?
I mean, it's
We should try to
staring at
blindfold it.
us, sitting on your shoulder. So
It's doing this all the time.
it's in your head, though,
You
isn't
just
it?
can't see it. It's in my shadow.
it physically lives in.
Oh.
That's why when
right.
I
That's
said when I
right.
s-
You're
It
right. You're
is
That's
right.
why
between
when yeah,
dimensions. That's
Yeah.
why it is able to
It's-
stay.
yeah, it's always seeing all of this.
Well, okay.
Maybe we can put a blindfold on it now, and then when we go back, it won't be able to see.
All right. You do
Put a
that,
shadow
Akar.
blindfold.
Now, here's the
Akar.
question: you can see it. Do you want to try to touch it?
Oh God.
Me? I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch it.
Why don't you try to like scoot it off of you?
Hold on.
Hey, I'll poke it. I'll poke it with the edge of my bow.
Hatala. You say you don't
No,
want to
get the
touch it.
10-foot pole.
I'm not touching it with the 10-foot pole.
Hatala's touching
Y'all are on
it.
the outskirts of the fortress.
Can I feel it on my shoulder now that I've?
It seems wherever y'all are now, it has more substance than in the real world.
Mm.
All right.
Before we go, somebody needs to see if they can like knock it off my shoulder. Right before we go back through the portal.
Okay, I will shoot an arrow at it.
No. No.
I mean, okay. I figured I'd ask. That's
You
trying to
can
knock it
maybe
off.
just use an arrow to like maybe
Okay.
knock it off. I don't know about shooting.
He was going to use his bow earlier. Do you want to
Here's
use
the-
my 10-foot pole? I'll let you use the 10-foot pole. I'm just not going to do it.
Or do it right before we leave. Right before we leave. Let's move on. So
Okay. So again, you're outside the fortress. What do you do? The wagon is being unloaded currently.
We need to
is,
head
like,
in.
the gate or portcullis closed, or like, is there a way in?
The outer gate is closed, and this is an area in front of the fortress.
Is it
It
made
looks
of
like there's a
ancient?
bunch of extra guards right now.
Is it made of ancient stone or anything?
It is made out of a stone that looks very similar to ancient stone.
All right. If I go up to it, can I go through it?
The stone you cannot.
Dang it.
It's not as solid as ancient stone, but you're having trouble not touching it.
That's a weird statement.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Eve, is there anything you can do with the stick?
But there is a gate.
I thought you said it was closed.
You said you tried the stone.
I thought a car was asking about the portcullis and the gate.
Okay, so the gate. Can we go through the gate? Can we
The
walk
gate
through
is
the gate?
closed.
If you concentrate on not touching it, you can pass through it.
That's what I
Okay.
was. Yeah.
It's a wooden gate, correct? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what it is. We're walking through it. Boom.
All right.
All right. You are now inside the fortress.
I'd like
There
to think
is
that a
a
car takes a
large-
little too hard and hits his head as he's going through. Oh, ow.
There's a large building that looks like a fully contained castle to one side. There's a large tower on another side, and several smaller buildings throughout. And then there is a very large tower on the opposite side from the castle. And most of the extra guards are around that other tower.
That's probably where we need to go. Where the
Or
most
that's-
guards
yeah.
are.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Car, you've got this giant goose egg forming on your forehead.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's yeah.
All right.
I slipped
As you
behind
are
my
approaching, you notice up at the top of that tower there is an airship parked.
shoe.
It's gonna have a lot of wind power.
We need all blueprints, schematics, and manuals.
And you notice amongst the people on the ground, there's a couple people that look very different than everyone else.
Can
They
we?
carry long staves, and the staves are tipped with a blunt brown rod.
Do they look like elves?
No, they are human.
Human.
But they look like their skin may be partially stone.
They're probably siblings, spawn of the Earth thing, maybe.
Yeah. Possibly.
Okay. All right.
They look like rank and file soldiers.
Are they? Can we hear them talking?
You can hear them talking in a derelict of ancient.
Can I make out any of their discussion?
One of them is talking about how he can't wait till he gets off duty because he met a local woman who was pretty hot and he wants to go find her.
Is the rod? Does it look like the stick that we have? The royalty thing.
No, it looks a lot like the a lesser version of the earth rod that Nita has.
Oh. Okay.
Instead of multiple buttons, it looks like there's no. It only does one thing, and since it's on top of what looks like a spear, your guess is it's a weapon.
You said there were 3 of these guys.
Yeah, they're just walking around.
All right.
It looks like they're on a patrol.
I do want to size them up, see if there's any weak points on these guys.
It's a rock. It doesn't have any vulnerable spots.
Yeah, but they
Look.
might be there in the
Did you
future
construct a
too.
rudimentary lathe?
What he's saying.
Yeah, they might be there in the future. So
This guy gets it.
yeah.
Digitize me.
All right.
Digitize.
For all you can tell is they look basically like humans that have been augmented with stone.
All right, they look so basic. Got it.
Basic. So basic.
Their armor is pretty normal. It has the same weak points as a normal human's armor would,
Okay.
and they don't look like they don't look like they have extra plating over their hearts or anything. Their necks aren't anything special. So basically, all the weak points a human would have looks like what they have.
Okay.
So we're going to the airship, right?
That's where the machine is.
Yeah, but isn't the airship more important, right? No, I'm joking.
That's the tower. Let's go for the tower.
Yeah.
Okay. At the tower, you notice that there are a bunch of royal guards at the tower too. And you see a young man parading around outside the tower.
Does it look like the prince?
It does. He's got that one shorter leg.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Although it looks like he's playing with a toy sword.
Ah. It's my buddy.
He looks like he's about 9 or 10.
All right, kiddo.
You're now at the outside of that tower.
Do you see the way in? Is it pretty obvious?
There's a door. And a bunch of guards at that door.
Are they talking about anything?
They're not talking at all. They're at full guard attention.
Sweet. Let's breeze past them and try to float through this door.
Okay? It takes a lot of effort to pass through this door like it's somehow protected.
Okay.
And you're now inside the tower.
Akari, you've got another goose egg. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I can't figure these doors out, man. I don't understand. I am. I think it's because I'm worried because I feel like somebody's gonna see us from the future. If that's possible.
Okay. You were
Doc Brown,
from the
you've got to go back to the future.
Gotta get back in time.
Time.
So I'm gonna assume we're not getting Anita tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does definitely
Yeah,
doesn't look like
seems
it.
that way.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Alright. Anyways, y'all have made it into the tower, and there are a lot more people moving around.
I'd like to try to overhear any of the conversations. Maybe the one that looks like the nerdiest scientist.
Alright. Finally, most of them were just talking about the box that they brought in yesterday. And that no one wants to go near it because the last person who did got frozen solid.
That's the thing. Oh wait, I didn't hear it because it's all ancient, correct?
But then they tell you the only thing they can say is, I'm glad that he's here. At least he can touch it.
Oh boy.
But they don't really go into definition of who they're talking about.
Do we see anyone that looks like the king around here?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Eventually, you find a group of the Earth soldiers, the ancient soldiers, walking along.
They look like they are on route to somewhere.
They're heading somewhere.
Yes. Let's
Follow.
fall in line. Lip.
All right.
Lip.
They come out to a large chamber, and there's a person standing there that looks a lot like Tarkus.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, I had to have that reaction.
But he looks like he may be a head taller and has red colored hair instead of the hair that Tarkus has.
I'm just gonna wave to him. Hi.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
And he's walking over to a large box.
Is this
And you can see in the distance there's a large magical looking machine that's under construction.
uh do we see the instruction manual?
No,
Is there a big shut off switch?
no.
These
big
You can
red
see the
fools,
king
they didn't
and
read
his
the OSHA
advisor.
regs.
Is there a duct work that we can shoot a
No.
blast into? Okay.
Is there a
You can
cord
see
we
the
can pull
king
out
and
of the?
his advisor. You can see the king and his advisor on the other side of the room, and the advisor is looking at a diagram and directing people on what to do.
Alright, I want to look at this diagram if I can.
You have to cross all the way across the room to do it.
Yeah, I'm.
All right? Because they're up on a little platform.
I definitely want to try. I don't know if you guys are
Make
sticking
a
or.
perception check.
One of the things I want to do is get a good look at the king and the advisor. I want
Make
to
a perception
remember
check.
what these people look like.
I'm with Core on looking at the diagram.
All right? Both of you notice how much the king and his advisor look alike.
Hmm,
Weird.
are they like twin brother relations, older, younger brother relations, father,
They're
son,
not
grandfather?
related, but they have a lot of similar looks, except for the advisor, the one that's with the notes. He looks a bit more like he's closer in kin to the one that looks like Tarkus.
Mm.
You can see facial structures in him that look almost identical to Tarkus. The king has a slightly different look, but they both have a light, airy look to them that looks the same.
Airy as in wind.
You're not sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's not actually Tarkus, is it? Or is it just a younger Tarkus? Like, can we tell?
It's not Tarkus. Tarkus's hair is different color.
That's what I thought. Okay, so this is like his dad or his brother or his cousin or something.
Yeah, it look. If you were guessing, your guess is this would be his brother, because they look about the same age, even back then. So it could be his slightly older brother. You don't know how they age though, so you're not certain.
Right.
But he's got a hair color that's distinct enough that most likely his children would all have his hair color. So it's probably not his dad.
Okay, so what's on the diagram?
You really can't make hide or hair of the diagram. It is a type of arcane construct that is beyond anyone. Even Dobbin probably couldn't understand it, or Debbie couldn't understand it.
All right.
But you do. The only thing you do notice is that there are slots for looks like about 5 different large pieces of crystal.
Are there crystal already in there?
You do notice that there is a earth, air, fire, and water already in there.
Okay.
And then as you're looking, you notice that there is another 6th slot that's smaller and above them all. But it looks like
Where?
that machine hasn't been built yet. And the guy that looks like Tarkus opens up the box, and it's a large chunk of some creature that looks like it's made out of purest of ice.
This is cold.
He picks it up, and his hands start immediately freezing, but he walks over and sets it down into the machine and shakes off the ice.
So does this mean that the other forms of creation may be actually creatures?
Talking about the subsets.
Yeah, because that's what we thought this was. well, that's what the northern elves thought it was. And it may be a part of the other creature that's coming to get it, or it's young, maybe. I don't know.
What they told you originally was the primordial essence of cold had a child, and that child is the great worm. And the great worm has been trying to consume all the parts of the dead parent.
Oh, so it's like core.
Wait, is the Fire Titan my dad?
He is now.
And as they're sitting there and they're working on it, then the advisor installs some machinery, and you notice one thing about the advisor: he looks a lot different than everyone else, wise other than the similarity with the king. But the stuff he's working with looks a lot like the things you find in the Minoan facilities.
Okay. Okay.
And he installs the thing, and then the king comes over and turns around, opens up a box, and pulls out a glowing, light, white, bright crystal. A very large chunk of one. It's probably about the size of a basketball.
This advisor, you said it was airy and it looked like the Earth?
It doesn't look like Earth, but it has similarities to the king.
King, okay.
The king has a lot more in common with the Earth. Because Orm was they weren't part of the ancient kingdom, but they were very much allied to the ancient kingdom.
This wouldn't be Agnar, would it? By any chance?
I think we know what he looks like, don't we?
The advisor?
Wasn't Agnar that wizard y'all found?
Agnar was the one who made the tree and everything else.
Aganar.
Oh, Anganar. No, Anganar was a descendant of the Kaminoans.
Right. Well, you said this guy had similarities. The
But this
machinery
was
of the Kaminoans.
prior to the Kaminoans.
I would think so, but
But the
I
Earth,
just gotta cross everything off that list.
it was the Earth, the ancients that were tied to the Earth that were trying to trap the fire. They also trapped the champion and did the experiments and eventually
Became the Kaminoans.
became the Kaminoans because they betrayed what their original goal was.
It probably doesn't matter who this is, because whoever this is probably gets screwed over in about 10 minutes with whatever they do.
All right. And as the king is coming over with the crystal, you can feel the place begin to, like, almost like the whole building is starting to shake as he approaches with it. And you notice the one that looks like Tarkus turn and look worried.
Mhm.
And then the king slides the crystal into the holder, and there's a blast, an explosion of energy. And the energy actually pushes y'all across the room.
Huh?
Did anything happen to that thing on my shoulder?
No. When y'all land on the other side of the room, you notice all the ordinary humans are dead on the ground. The Tarkus looking guy, the king, and the advisor are the only three standing up. But the king's hands are badly burned.
Does it look like he
The
has
advisor,
like he had no function in his hand, or they were just burned? They could still use them a little bit.
you're not sure. They're badly burned.
Okay.
Is the prince, is he dead?
Prince is not in the room.
Is there any way I can see the prince?
You can go back
No,
outside.
because the prince was outside playing with a toy
Yeah.
because
Just
he was a
curious.
9-year-old.
Okay.
And Tarkus, the one that looks like Tarkus, begins kneeling down and checking out what's going on. And the advisor is tending to the king's hands. And then the advisor stands up, takes a knife, plunges it into the back of the king. Right as the one that looks like Tarkus stands up, says something, starts charging, and the advisor just unleashes a spell that obliterates his torso.
The advisor did that to Tarkus guy.
The advisor to the king.
And you said the advisor and the king looked very similar.
They looked very similar.
This
And as
entire
the
town
king is
was
laying there
stupid.
bleeding, as the king lays there bleeding, the advisor leans over, looks at him, starts making an incantation while holding on to him, and suddenly he looks exactly like the king. Then he goes, climbs, dragging the almost dead king up to the top of the machine, opens up a chamber that looks like it's sized for a person, and has a slot for the dagger that's in his back. He shoves him in. Closes the machine, and you can hear it start to hum with power.
So when he puts the king in there, did he take the dagger out of the king?
Nope.
So there was a slot in this machine specifically with a dagger area where the body. Am I imagining
Yes.
this correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, the king has been plugged into the machine.
He was turned into a key. The dagger and the king are now the key.
And you see a couple guards come into the room. They got to see the last of it, so they immediately draw their weapons and start attacking the fake king. And the fake king watches as arrows smack into him, and he drops, and then he stands back up again, and he starts laughing his head off.
The guards, were they human?
Yes.
And so
They came in from outside the room.
only the humans in this room immediately died.
Correct. And you notice one of them pull out a bow, take aim, and fire, trying to hit the machine while it was still open. And the arrow misses, and instead flies and hits another part of the machine, causing another pulse of energy that kills all the guards in the room.
All right, Akara, take note. Don't do that.
Don't shoot at the machine. Got it.
Well, I'd figured that if you tried to shoot it, you'd hit it because that's something that you're not, it's like it automatically makes it not
okay,
hit. So,
gotcha.
yeah, exactly.
I
And
feel you.
eventually, the fake king staggers down, kneels next to the one that looks like Tarkus's body as more guards run in, and he says something to them, and they go running off like they're looking for someone.
Is the Tarkus guy, is he dead?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's dead.
because he
He's
basically
missing about 3
obliterated
feet
his
of his torso. There's like a 3-foot round hole where his torso used to be because he was really big.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's laying there, and once everyone leaves the room, you see the fake king look around once or twice, look at Tarkus, the guy that looks like Tarkus, and pull out a device, can stab it into his head, and you can see like something coming out of him.
Like creation power?
That's your guess.
Okay.
It looks a lot like when you absorb gems.
Does none of those daggers look like the one that I found, right?
No.
Okay.
The dagger that he just used looks a lot more like the letter opener that Needup's carrying.
That was going to be one of my other questions.
Now the machine is working properly at this time.
You don't know. As far all you know is the king got back up after being mortally wounded, but none of the people who died to the machine have gotten up.
Okay.
Well, because he hadn't powered it with that body yet.
Yep.
Then the king leaves along with some new guards, and as you're sitting there, you notice that the last 3 guards that died in the last pulse suddenly get back up.
Are
Yeah.
do they
They
still
look
look
around.
upset?
Oh, they look beyond upset. The one that's the archer hangs his head, and they both say something. They all say something to each other, but you really can't hear. And they charge off out an exit to the other side of the building.
They're going to
Ops.
create a resistance.
Maybe they're the one that comes back later and tries to shut down the thing, but just messes it all up.
And all of a sudden, everything starts growing darker. The shadow is losing its touch.
I want to
Do we
quickly.
have to get
I want to
back to the
quickly.
portal?
Wait. I want to quickly use my firepower to try to burn this little gremlin in the shadow.
All right, make a roll.
Come on, 20. All right, it's decent.
All right, you manage to make a gout of flame that actually hits the creature, and it actually screams in horror and anger and agony before it dives deeper into her shadow.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Does it fade to black now?
And y'all are now laying on the ground outside the portal you had jumped through earlier.
Okay.
The archway that y'all jumped through has melted.
Okay. Well, is the sister still there?
No, she's gone.
Whoa, that was
All right.
heavy.
The elves are still there though.
Yes.
All right.
They say something. They're like, not long after you left, she heard one of the beasts bellow and ran off.
All right. If we can track her down, that might be helpful. But I think
I was talking to her while she was gone, while y'all were
What?
gone.
I was going to say, that sounds impossible.
I was talking to her while you were gone, asking about those things. Turns out she made them.
She's trying to destroy all the creatures. That makes a lot more sense.
Yes. Wasn't too far off. Okay.
Yeah, she's basically, he tells you that she said something about her first attempts were just to try to keep it cleaned up, but then later on she figured out how to destroy them.
Okay. We found where the piece of the worm is.
You did?
Yes.
Wait,
Is it
what piece of worm? The
the?
worm is looking for a piece.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
the creature.
The creature, the piece, the cold, the ice cold
The
piece.
ice type.
Yes. That one. We know where the piece is. It's
Ooh, good.
it's part of this machine. Yeah, it's gonna be a booger to shut down.
Mm.
Is it? Is it really?
I mean, if we could try to get the ice monster to like ram into it and just destroy everything, and
I don't know if the ice monster's going to work with us on this.
yeah,
I get why you went straight there, though.
Because
It's a nice Duke's Ex Machina.
well, the ice monster's been there for how many hundreds of years and still
Right.
it's not
no, it
gotten
just
yet?
recently
He's,
got
no,
here.
he's talking about this
Well,
worm thing.
That's
The
what I'm
wind,
talking about.
the wind
Yeah, the
only
wind
was only
thing
recent.
just
Okay.
my guess is
Remember-
that something happened and it partially opened wherever this thing was encased,
the
and maybe it could cry out to this creature. I don't know.
Did the laugh of the advisor sound like the laugh of the creature? Similar.
The little governor.
What?
No.
Okay.
What are you saying?
That thing that we saw. The Cora was like, "Hey, she's a princess," and it was like, "Ha ha, you're stupid." That thingy.
No.
Obviously referring to me being stupid, not the princess.
Obviously.
Yes.
No.
Uh,
Okay. So what do I do now?
Um, I think it'd be beneficial to try to find the princess. I do want to fill the L's in
Princess
on
is right here. Katala
the.
points to Eve.
I apologize, princess. The other princess, the one that's run off again. You're doing a good job staying with us.
Oh, by the way, her name is Nisia.
Nisia.
No one decided to ask. While you were gone, I figured I'd ask.
Cool. Good job. Um, our goals seem to have aligned. We want to shut down this machine, and the part that you need is also in this machine. And I'll kind of fill them in on the king is not the king, is and the
They
so
were betrayed to make this
yes.
thing, and
So
they were probably told something different than what happened.
do you guys think we need to pull the actual king out to see
I
if
think so. I think reversing each step is probably a good way to start.
okay. I wonder why the magic's wonky now though. That's very interesting. Um,
Well, there's a lot of creation power. I mean, almost every stone was in that machine. If anything got out of whack, it could be creating any kind of net of improbability.
magical resonance.
Akari, you think you could track down the princess, the Nisia?
Sure, I give it a shot, but it's still snowing, is it not?
Maybe that would be helpful. You find the fresh tracks. How long were we out, uh, Darren?
Y'all were gone for about 6 hours.
Ah, okay. So is it late at night now? Yeah, there it goes. So it's about 6 in the afternoon.
I'm getting tired, y'all.
In game and out.
Yep.
Did you
You're
see a
just
message?
Um.
Find a place
So
to hang
when I
out.
was when I was looking over the king, something that occurred to me is that the features looked very similar to Mr. Lakewood.
do you think the king was pulled out by the resistance and he escaped?
Well, there's a possibility of that, but he could be a. If you remember, there's a couple of things that have been dropped over time here. There was somebody who was outside of town who got accepted. We've heard a lot of different things. There's a lot of possibilities how Mr. Lakewood could have a similar life type as what we're seeing here. But this could be the answer to his curse
He
because he called it a curse.
Well, according to the legends I've already read, the King of Orm was immortal.
That's why the King of Orm That's how it powered the device.
But are they talking
He's not.
about the advisor or? Oh, when the king was already
Yeah,
immortal before.
he used the immortal king with a dagger stabbed in his back to power this device.
To
My
give
my
immortality to
theory is
everyone
Mr.
else
Lakewood is a offspring from
of the royal family.
this line. Yes, that is my theory at the moment.
Because the other stories you've read also mentioned that not long after the machine was created, the king went a little mad and started killing off all of his children.
Why? Because it wasn't the king. It was this jerkhole. Kyler, are you trying to talk to us?
Oh, I just went dun dun dun.
Oh, okay. This is why you got to keep your mic on so that we don't miss those moments. All we see is this. Because that's what I saw. I was like, she said something. I know she did.
All right. All right. So are we gonna? Is it getting dark?
Oh, it's dark.
All right.
Darkly, dark, dark.
Do we want to hold up here for the night, or is there a better location, better house to hold up in?
We could probably find a
I mean,
better one.
This
this
has a
has been
giant,
pretty beat up.
giant
It's a
hole in
huge
the wall.
town.
We can go next door.
Aren't the towers right here? Go in the tower.
Okay.
The tower's fairly. Or does the tower have an inner area?
It has a warehouse on the top of each one.
Does it have
So
doors
it's
that
a solid
close?
tower all the way down.
Well, the problem is you don't know how thick the walls of that warehouse is if that wind came.
I'd rather just find the house on the ground
Okay.
and hope it doesn't destroy the whole city again.
Preferably in the middle of houses to cut down on the wind.
I mean, a lot of this stuff was within a lot of housing, and it was all frozen, but it was kind of a center point of where it was focused, though. So
Do y'all want to call it a night here?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot.
All right.
Let's say goodbye to the stream, folks.
Bye to the stream
Bye.
folks.
Bye.